Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit educational or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hurricane Henri made his presence known in the Northeast, but down south there were scenes of utter devastation. 22 are dead and dozens are still missing after the small town of Waverly, Tennessee was blindsided by flash flooding unrelated to the Henri weather pattern. 17 inches of rain fell in 24 hours, a record for the state. Among the dead, this man, seen desperately clutching a beam before he was swept away to his death. He turns out to be Loretta Lynn's ranch foreman. The First Lady of Country Music says she is heartbroken. With the heaviest of hearts, we are saddened to report that our beloved foreman Wayne Spears did not survive being swept up in the floodwaters.
All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the Earthly Mother, sanctifying YAHAWAH, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Biglevi. And today is Monday, August the 23rd, 2021, and it's currently 9:32 p.m. Eastern Time. Peace be with you, beloved. Peace be with you. Worry not. The angels are here. Worry not. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. Worry not. What you're seeing here is literally the Gentiles being swept off the land all over the world. You see, one thing you need to understand about the contract that the Most High have between him and Abraham, between the seed of Abraham and the others, you cannot override the contract. You can write books, you can put stuff in our books, you can misinterpret our books, but when it comes to the contract, it nullifies all of those. Now, this fellow right here is, I assume is a country music singer or whatever. So that happened in Tennessee. And for those of you who are familiar, and I would say probably 9 months ago, something happened in Tennessee on Christmas Eve. Was it in Tennessee? We'll check it. Now, before we go to that, we want to tell everybody thank you. Thank you for supporting us, beloved. Thank you for all your kind letters, all your comments, all your emails, all your suggestions. Everything's help. And I understand the people that are a little bit worried about my health, and with the people keep doing the same thing even though you tell them to stop. And the Most High, he know what he's doing. The reason why this happened, why we still have people still having the Christian vibe, and they still have like that egocentric vibe, the avarice vibe. That is because the Most High is bringing them out, and they can't hide anymore. The Most High will put it in their heart to bring themselves out. So I am very grateful for everyone that are here supporting the channel, supporting me, and most importantly, supporting the Most High will. Okay, again, let me reiterate this for those of you that are no subscribers. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. You're part of prophecy. The main thing here is humbleness, meekness. The Most High is first. We do not raise anything above the Most High. And again, I am not a prophet. I'm not a leader. I am not elder. I am nothing. I'm nothing but the Most High dog. Spiritually speaking, I am the Most High German shepherd that went over there and gathered sheep, barking at them and bring them to the barn or to the shepherd. I have no skills. I am not smart. I don't know what I'm doing. Please do not follow me. Follow the Most High. I have no skills about books. You might read the stories. This is not me saying them. You might see me saying something about a book. It's not me saying them, okay? I do not take no credits, and I do not want no credits, most importantly. Give the Most High all praises, all credits, all glory. I deserve none. If anything I deserve is to be shoved in the back. Let the Most High have all the glory, beloved. Let us keep going to all the videos. Let us see if the Heavenly Father is visiting this earth. But this thing happened in Tennessee. Let's double check something that happened in Tennessee last year. Tennessee Christmas 2020.
Christmas Day in United States was on Friday, December 25th, 2020.
Okay. I don't want to say it because if I say the word and YouTube going to backlist my video. But anyway, the Tennessee bombing 2020 Christmas. I could not say Christmas bombing. Nashville? Was that what? Is Nashville in Tennessee? Is that what it is? There's so many Nashville out there. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, let me see. On December 25th, 2020, Anthony Quinn, Warner detonated a recreational vehicle, RV, this word right here, in downtown Nashville, Tennessee, United States, killing himself, injuring 8 people, that damaging dozens of buildings in the surrounding area. So, for those of you who remember, Tennessee has been catching a lot of hell, and that was a precursor, that was a foreshadowing of what's to come. Okay, now we have this flood, and then we have a video from the beloved sister Lisa Cabrera, and you know, I do not like to bring our people videos like that and then taking credits. I will highly advise people to go to her channel. You know, don't say I sent you, brothers. Just go there, sisters, and then just watch the video. If the Holy Spirit move you, you subscribe. Okay, if not, you're good. Okay, so that's what happened in Tennessee. Now let us go back, brothers, sisters. Oh, at 10 p.m. I'm going to leave. Okay, I have to do my stuff at 10, and then I'll come back. It's gonna be instantly. Now let us watch the whole thing again. All right, this is, before we move, this is plague number 10, all right, of the apocalypse of Abraham. Okay, thunder, voices, which mean the weather, and actually loud noise. Okay, now the flood is there, and let us keep watching and see what's going on. If the Most High is in the midst, is that thing even recording right now? Yes, it is. All right.
Hurricane Henri made his presence known in the Northeast, but down south, there were scenes of utter devastation. 22 are dead and dozens are still missing after the...
Okay, and when they say dozen, you know, is missing, you know what to do in the live chart and also the comment board. Oh, let me say something about the live chart. You might see they keep removing the live chart on the board. That is because that's what they do, okay? Let me show you something right quick. They keep doing that. They will remove the live chart, okay? Oh, there is a video there. I believe it this one. Is that what that is? Let me see. Okay, they removed the live chart. All right, you can see it here. Okay, say chat replay is disabled. And the plagues keep them so occupied by the curses. Is that okay? Good. So they will disable the chat replay. Okay, chat replay is disabled for this premiere. Okay, that is always good for the people to catch the replay, to catch it live, because you might wake up, they cut the replay, and they are removing the comments. Okay, they are removing the comments. I didn't do this. All right, they did the same thing to the beloved brother Big Judah. He had a video yesterday. Okay, he had that video. That he had the time to wake up the line, I believe. But another one, they cut the thing, but it was a video that he has, and then they are removing comments. Okay, a lot of people are sending me messages, and they are, you know, they're having second thoughts, like they, you know, if they did something to me or stuff like that. It's not me. Okay, it's YouTube doing that. Okay, you know, the devil always doing this. Let us move, brethren. Now, understand this, brothers. What happened here again, for those of you that just subscribe, that's how I do, these things. I'm all over the place. That's how the Holy Spirit works. It's just beaming things too fast in my head. I'm hearing that here a little, there a little. That's how it works. Okay. Now listen to what they're gonna say here. Listen.
Small town of Waverly, Tennessee was blindsided by flash flooding unrelated to the
Okay, this is a church right here, all right? This is a church. The whole parking is this church. Okay, listen to what they say.
Tennessee was blindsided by flash flooding unrelated to the Henri weather pattern.
It's unrelated. That means it has nothing to do with Henry. And I believe the beloved brother, little son Sabah, he said he posted something in the community, timeline. Again, another thing, beloved, if you have iPad, well, that's what that is, iPad or Android tablet, the community won't show up in it. You won't be able to see any community posts. What I mean by this, I mean this thing right here. Where's the community thing? You will not see the community post. See this tab right here? Those posts will not appear. All right. This is beloved mother Mary Lude, Shelton mother. Okay. RIP, rest in peace. OG. Okay. He died. So, again, like I said, nothing happened to him. He didn't have high blood pressure, heart attack, or anything. His mother died in June 4th. This is completely off the track. Again, that's how I do my stuff. I'm all over. The mother died June 4th, and then he died 2 months later. He just sit on a chair, and then all of a sudden he abruptly starts screaming the name of his mom. He screamed a couple times, and then he died. All right. And a lot of people saying the condolences, I appreciate that. But remember, the brother, he was wild. Okay, he was wicked. He liked sword. For any little thing, this brother will pull a sword on you. But the Most High has judgment upon him. And I understand, like I explained to you folks, I understand why this happened. Because the Most High said nothing will stop in his way. And nothing will, the Most High took him peacefully. Okay, which is a sign of mercy. All right, the Most High took him peacefully. He didn't die by sword or accident or anything like that. He just screamed the name of his mom. He sit on the chair and he died. And he went to see his mom. Okay, so they are good people. They are good people, very good people. All right, but they were friends of mine, and then they are gone. Now, like I said, if you go to I believe let me see if I can get Sabal right here. There you go. All right. If you go to Little Son Sabah, okay, in the community tab, okay. Okay, that's a giant angel right here, giant wings. Okay, so there we go. So hurricane in Mexico left and right. Yeah, we got a video of that. Okay, that's not from the hurricane. That's it's something from a blooper and stuff like that. The name Henry means Lord or ruler. Okay, so that's what Little Son Sabah say. I haven't double checked it, but the hurricane name is Henry. All right, Lord or ruler. All right. Now this hurricane right here, okay. This has nothing to do with the area. All right. Beloved, do you know what that means? That means they were caught off guard. You see how a master chess player the Mosai is? Beloved, what the Mosai did here, he put something in front of them and they worry about what in front of them, and then the Mosai attacked them from behind. They were monitoring Henry, beloved. They were monitoring Henry and see what they can do against Henry, and then this flood coming from nowhere, beloved. They didn't even see it in the radar, and literally swept them off the land. Oh, praises to the Most High, man. And the Most High is great, brothers. And the Most High is great. I feel like to play some music, man. I didn't prepare this. I never prepared anything. I just said whatever the Most High is beaming into my head. I'm pretty sure if I open Reason, the computer is way too slow. Then again, we have brand new computers. We also have money to get brand new computers, brothers. Don't worry. It's just like this computer has so much crap in it that I love, and then we're just going to run it until, until it went out. Beloved, when you watch this 18, 17 inches, 1+7, new beginning and all that, this is unrelated. Let's listen to this again, brother. This is beautiful. Listen to this.
Hurricane Henri made his presence known in the Northeast, but down south, there were scenes of utter devastation. 22 are dead and dozens are still missing after the small town of Waverly, Tennessee was blindsided by flash flooding unrelated to the Henri weather pattern.
Unrelated. Let's define this word. This town must have done something to our people back in the days, man. To deserve something like that, you must have done something to us, okay? Unrelated.
According to Merriam-Webster, not related, such as not connected by birth or family. They have the same last name but are unrelated.
I need a better.
B. Not connected in any way.
Yeah.
Discrete, separated, unrelated incident.
You know what that means? Holy, separate. This was a holy act. Okay? Define holy.
Here's the definition of holy: dedicated or consecrated to God or a religious purpose, sacred.
Sacred, separated, to be separated, set apart. This was a holy act that happened. This is not related to the storm. Beloved, when you watch this, you will like, hey man, this is related to the storm. And then come to find out it's not. Let me drink a little water right here while this thing is playing, all right?
17 inches of rain fell in 24 hours, a record for the state. Among the dead, this man, seen desperately clutching a beam before he was swept away to his death. He turns out to be Loretta Lynn's ranch foreman.
What are the odds? Again, in 24 hours, beloved, in 24 hours, the Mossad, they break the record of rain that ever fall in this state. Is that what that is? Is that what they say? I don't want to go back to that. What are the odds, brothers? Well, this guy have a cowboy hat, Zaza, but to be serious, brothers, those are the so-called country music. Those are the hardcore Southern boys. Those are the good old boys. A country music fellow. Hey, this guy, what's his name again? Let me see. They should have put his Loretta Lynn Ranch Foreman. Is that he turned out to be? His name is Loretta? Huh. Oh, Wayne Spears. That's the name of the ranch. Okay, Wayne Spears. Spears. Okay. Oh, so he's a foreman. Okay, a foreman. All right. I thought he was the actual country singer. He's a ranch foreman, so he walks over there, I believe. Okay, so her name is Loretta. That's a country singer. But anyway, I don't really care about those people. So what are the odds, brothers? Those are the good old boys. Okay, he didn't make it.
The First Lady of Country Music says she is heartbroken.
Sorrow.
With the heaviest of hearts, we are saddened to report that our beloved foreman Wayne Spears did not survive being swept up in the flood.
So now we see, brothers, on plague number 1 right here, sorrow. Okay, we haven't done this for a while. Define sorrow.
Here's the definition of sorrow: a feeling of deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffered by oneself or others.
Sadness, unhappiness, dejection, regret, depression, misery. Now, when we look at this, when we read this, with the heaviest of hearts, we are sadness, to report our beloved, well, the whole word heaviest is already sad, that our beloved foreman Wayne Spears did not survive. Listen, brothers, listen. Stop letting people telling you this is all made up. Their devices cannot see the Mossad movement. Their technology, which means the way they use their techniques, cannot prevent or even see what the Mosai is doing. Scumbag Dabu 7 or upload a video talking about they control the storm and then stuff. That's what the Mosai did. He made them focus on the storm and then he hit them in the back. They didn't even see that. It's unrelated. Do you know what that means, beloved? This is how grand the Mosai is. Listen, this isn't no joke. This is real. This is not staged. This is not the government is using the weather to take off the land, to take over the land, to take all the land. So yeah. So what did they do when they came here in 1492? They just visited. They did not take anything. Now they're gonna take the land. Nah, man. The Mosai is sweeping them off the land. Point blank. Period.
Floodwaters, she posted. And these adorable twins were swept out of their father's arms and killed. A woman cries as she watches the once unimaginable. Her neighbor's homes floating away.
Nelly, come here.
There's a doctor's office over there. It's all destroyed inside.
This guy can't believe.
This is a horrible thing, beloved brothers and sisters, when you fall into the hand of the Most High. Now, we know they always say children are innocent, okay? And let's hear this again. This is a horrible thing, but this is the will of the Most High.
Swept up in the floodwaters, she posted. And these adorable twins were swept out of their father's arms and killed.
They were in their father's home, and they were swept away, and they got killed. The Mosai literally swept those people from the land. Their house, their possession, their properties, their children, their old men, their women, their everything. Beloved, if this is not prophecy right here, I don't know what that is. If this is not the Mosai, I have no idea what this is. I myself, I'm dumb, deaf, and blind. I don't know anything, but all I know is the glory of my Father. If this isn't the Mosai, if this is the Gentiles using technology to kill their own children, those two beautiful little baby that you see here, those two little baby that could go up to be policemen and judges, then they could go up to be, I don't know, Karens and somebody that give our people hell, and then they turn out they kill them with their own technology. It doesn't make any sense to me. It might make sense to everybody out there. Listen, for again, this video, let me say this. This video is officially dedicated to the new subscribers, to the new followers, to the new people that just find this channel. This video is dedicated to you. The most I want you to see his glory. This is a horrible way to see it, but hey, this is the truth. All right? They cannot control the weather. They will show you all sort of things. They cannot control it. If they could, they would have used the storm Henry and bring it to California and extinguish the wildfire. That is because they can't. It can't. This is a horrible thing to watch. But hey, they threw our baby to alligators. They took our women. They tied them to a trees. The pregnant women. They axed their belly out. The baby fell. They took the baby. They throw the baby in the air and catch it with a sword, just to find out how sharp the sword are. And look at this. Horrible.
Of their father's arms and killed. A woman cries as she watches the once unimaginable. Her neighbor's homes floating away.
Nelly, come here.
Okay, so this is not fake. This is real. Those people are going to their sorrows. They are going to their tribulation. They are going to their punishment. You never, ever, in your, I don't know. I'm saying this because I'm getting proud here. As a 32-year-old man, I never seen anything happen to the Gentiles like this. Things like that happen in Haiti. Things like that happen in the Caribbean. Things like that happen in other third countries, in Africa. I never seen anything like this. I don't know about you if you are ever seen things like this, foreman, wrench, two little twins and stuff. Women are crying, and I never seen anything like this. All my life, all I know is hurricane battling my place of birth, the island over there, and Haiti. From growing up and all that. Again, beloved, I'm not a smart person. Please do not follow me. If you just stumble upon this video, do not subscribe unless the Holy Spirit move you to do it. Unless something in your soul and your mind say, man, I should following what this scumbag is doing. Maybe I can keep tab on him. You may subscribe, but otherwise, just check the channel once in a while. Sometime you just check it when the best way to check our channel is when like it pop up in your mind. That's it. And thank you to the beloved sister Whither. She called me today. She's been with us for the past 11 months or the past year, and she called. She haven't been there. She said she's here. She's just busy doing the job for the Most High, but she's in the background laughing, giving the Most High praises, giving the Most High glory, praying with the nation. But she's still here for those of you who remember. Let us keep on going.
There's a doctor's office over there. It's all destroyed inside.
Look at this.
This guy can't believe what he's seeing.
If you cross the culvert here, another upside down vehicle. And guys, the creek, it's over there. It's a little ways from here.
Okay.
As the water rose, one woman thought she and her family would be safe on the roof of their home. She's videotaping and taking stock of what she's lost so far.
My 2014 Nissan, the motorhome, obviously you can see, but the rest of it's somewhere behind them trees or somewhere way down the creek.
No warning. It just happened so fast. It was like a tidal wave.
Exactly. There is no warning. The Most High, listen, brothers, they think they can with their little I don't like calling that stuff technology, but with their little devices, this is the better one. With their little devices, they can track the glory of our Father. They can track the glory of the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They think they can track the glory of the God that created the heaven, the earth, and everything in them. They think they can track the glory of the God that can utter his mouth and say this and that, and then the wind will follow, the water will follow, the clouds will follow, the hailstorm will follow. You can't do this. Yeah, you people wish like you could have just opened a portal and get out of here. You can't go nowhere. You're going to stay here. You're going to watch your beloved stuff being destroyed. You did not listen to the warning. You did not listen to the prophets. You did not listen to the children of the Heavenly Father, which I'm not a prophet, of course. Okay, you didn't listen. That's why those things are happening. They are not happening because of ARP or controlling this or the weapon that they made up there is going haywire. Yet it keeps taking you people out. All right, that's what happened.
Here in the Northeast, Henri threatened to become the first hurricane in 30 years to make landfall in New England. But when it hit, it was downgraded to a tropical storm, and the region dodged a bullet.
You did not. You didn't. You did not dodge a bullet. That's the Most High. The Most High put something in front of them and like, oh, hey, worry about this one. When they put all their attention and worrying about that point, and the Most High hit them with another. And then the Most High showed them what you were worrying about. It has nothing to do with anything. Our people are worrying about Jacob's trouble and destruction, always, because what happened, we always being destroyed. Everything we know, beloved, is destruction. Every single thing that we know in our life is destruction. And now the Most High say, enough of this. This is their time to be destroyed. You know what? At 10 p.m., I feel heavy tonight. I want to, let me finish this video, then I'll do whatever I can after that. Yeah, so that's what happened. They didn't dodge the bullet. It happened.
Still, Henri is leaving a big impact. Streets were flooded in New York City.
Okay.
Just look at this mess.
Beloved, streets were flooded in New York City. Didn't a month ago another storm came in New York and flooded New York? The people in the subway could not get out, and then now this happened. How often you see things like that happen, beloved? How often? I don't live in New York. How often New York get flooded within months apart? It hasn't even been another. It does that happen like in July. That happened in July. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Flooding in New York subway. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Flooding in New York subway. Ah, man. Flooding in New York subway. Okay. Oh, that came out a day ago. All right. Let me see the one that came in a day ago. All right. Let me see this one. Okay, look at this. This is in New York, brothers. Is that what that is? Yeah, I think so. All right. This is the subway. All right. Okay, so this is today. Let's see. Flooding in New York subway. It didn't pick up the word subway, but a month ago, okay? A month ago, video flooded substation. That's a month ago.
I've seen the scene before during storms, water pouring into subway stations in New York City. But what happened?
That was July 9th. July 9th to August 9th. That's like 6 weeks ago. August 9th, that's like a month. We are in 23rd, probably 6 weeks ago. Okay, look at this woman
at the 157th Street subway station was alarming to see. Even for seasoned commuters. Look at this mess. People wading through waist-deep water. So, could this have been prevented? Eyewitness News reporter Darla Miles with the story.
And then, beloved, what you just see here within a month, and those people think this is going to get better. It won't. It will not get better. Okay, it won't get better. All right, let us keep on moving. Well, before we move, this whole thing, this whole fiasco that's happening in here in the lane and all over the world, brothers. There is a flooding in India, flooding over there in China, which has never stopped since last year, since 2020. It's still going on. Now, why is this going on, brothers? It's going on because of Genesis 15 verse 13. And again, I'm not a Christian, I'm not a pastor, I'm none of that. And he said unto Abram, or know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 100 years. We were afflicted for 100 years worldwide, all over the earth. They do not own the land. The earth wasn't promised unto them. It's not theirs. Yet they swagger jacket temporarily. We serve 400 years. Okay, some people say 1619 to 2019. Some say 1623 to 2023. It's all good for me, man. You know, whatever you wish, it's all good. As long as we see that things are happening to the Gentiles, it is good. Although in the seal portion of the seal portion book, they add 10 years to the calendar. So we know right now we're officially in 2011 instead of 2021. So 2012 will be 2022, will be the official year that the Mayan calendar predicted that their reign, this age will end. It. Not the whole earth will be destroyed, but the reign. And also, that nation whom they shall serve will I'll judge. And afterward shall they come out with great substance. And that nation, and also that nation whom they shall serve, will I judge. And fathers using the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. This is plague number 10, the weather. All right. So now let us keep on moving.
And right now, after Tropical Storm Henri flooded parkways in Westchester County, drivers still feeling the pain today. Welcome back. I'm Christine Johnson.
I'm Maurice.
Again, what we just watched, that had nothing to do with Henry. The first one has nothing to do with it. This is Henry. Let's go.
There were closures on those major parkways due to flooding and the cleanup.
So why is it these vital traffic arteries get cut off when there is a significant rain? CBS 2's Tony Aiello reports.
Crews scraping 4 inches of mud off the Bronx River Parkway, closed for a second day due to Tropical Storm Henri. On Sunday, this car got stuck in the floodwaters, which rise over the road during significant rainfall. A typical reaction.
Here we go again. Yes.
The 4 north-south park.
You got that right. You got that right. Here we go again. And it's going to be this, here we go again. You're going to be so tired saying it. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go again.
Ways in Westchester were all constructed in the floodplain parallel to rivers. Back in the day, the occasional flooding was no big deal since the parkways were not heavily traveled.
Of course.
Today, closure of the Sawmill River Parkway for a second day inconvenienced thousands of drivers while the water slowly receded. In 2007, the county spent several $100,000 on a fix to keep cars off the parkways during floods. Metal cabinets installed at some entrances with flexible roll-up netting stored inside. It could be pulled across entrance ramps to shut down access. It seemed innovative at the time and certainly was well-intentioned, but it failed the real-world applicability test.
That's your technology. You guys got imaginative technology, and then once you put it to the test, it fell. Those are your Elon Musk technology that they're going to use earth-to-earth, travel, interstellar. They will use rocket to travel to China and stuff like this. How stupid are you, man? Man, get out of here, man. Sounds good, but when they put it on, it sounds good on paper, but when they put it practically, it fails.
Crews found it was quicker to just grab barricades off a truck, and most of these units have been removed. The bottom line, parkway flooding is a fact of life in Westchester.
The engineering fix to try to eliminate that kind of flooding is so expensive as to be impossible to justify, given the fact that these incidents happen a couple of times a year.
Latimer says this
couple of
time parkways were shut down quickly. Stranded cars were few, and no one, not even the driver of this car, needed to be rescued. Tony Aiello, CBS.
So yeah, all right. You see this, brothers, the father is not playing. Okay, so I wasn't going to bring that in, but I have no idea. Okay, all right. And I had no idea. This just came up, and then I'm like, hey, let me just bring it to the nation.
Here they come. A bunch of capybaras, a South American rodent species taking over an upscale neighborhood in Argentina. The bold animals can be seen wandering through the streets and gardens in the Nordelta district. Because of this, residents say the area's relationship with the capybara had turned from friendly to complicated.
That's the Mosai using the animals to sweep them off the land. That the Mosai using the animals, well, again, this is plague number 7. Okay, wild beasts will be their graves. Okay, plague number 7. And that's the Mosai using the animals to make them feel uncomfortable, to move them off the land, sweep them.
Since 2019, residents have been reporting incidents related to the capybaras, including road accidents and pet attacks. They're native to South America, weigh about 120 pounds, and are about 3 feet tall. A local conservationist says the rodents were being driven into urban areas for a number of reasons, including fewer predators to keep the capybara population in check and fires in 2020 that destroyed a large swath of their wetlands habitat in the Parana River Delta.
That's a lie.
For Inside Edition,
that's a lie. That's the Mosai moving them there to cause issue for those people, and then eventually they will attack them. You see what they did to this dog. There was a dog here, right? But I don't want to show it, so YouTube and all that. So
concert was expected to last.
All right, listen.
Well, tonight was the conclusion of a week of shows in the We Love NYC Homecoming Concert. Some of music's biggest names performed to celebrate the city's comeback after being at the epicenter of the COVID-19 pandemic.
It's amazing. He's just amazing, brothers. You sit there, you watch those people. They just utter with their mouth. They just deny, like, this plague is over. The cabal lost. And then they just go about their ways. They just go about their ways as if everything going to be back to the way. We're back. We defeat this with this and that. The Messiah say, The Messiah say, hey, can I have your attention now? Do you have my attention now? Those people just sit there. We homecoming, but we are back. New York City is back after being the epicenter of the New York. New York was the epicenter. Now it's Florida, the whole state. and you know yours truly is down there. I don't really care, brother. Big Levi got corona, he died. So be it, man. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'll die happy, man. I know where I'm going, man. I have no issue with that, man. You know, hey, it happened, man. You get this thing, you die. All praises to the Most High. You know, you guys pick up my sword, keep on fighting, man. That's all that is. All praises. And at least, you know, the brother died in righteousness. The Most High took him, you know, and we know where his heart was. At least down there in Florida, it's all over, brothers. But let us keep on moving, right?
CBS 2's Corey James is live out at Central Park where the concert happened and then ended up being canceled because of severe weather. Corey.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Jessica. You can see the rain is still coming down pretty steady at this hour. We also saw some lightning not too long ago, but this concert was expected to last about 5 hours. Mother Nature, though, cut it short, only giving people about 2.5 hours.
No, that's not Mother Nature. That's the Most High glory, Barakel. That's the Most High do this. You see, the Most High made it, beloved, that they cannot enjoy the land. The Most High made it to a point that they can't enjoy anything. The Most High made it to a point that if they try to enjoy, they can't stay home. They can't go to the club. Now they say in New York now, if you want to go anywhere to enjoy anything, you have to take their cure. And a lot of them are not down with that. And it's bothering them. And they're like, hey man, let's go to this concert. And the Most High said, nah, it's not Mother Nature. Come on.
Of entertainment.
What was supposed to be a fun and long night for people at Central Park.
Please seek shelter for your safety.
And it's
you heard that? Please seek shelters for your safety. Concert cancel. Wow, what a drag, dude. What a drag. Beloved, you have to give the Most High praises and glory. It canceled that stuff. It canceled. A lot of people were happy because this thing got canceled because they're like, you scumbag like you scumbag are spreading this thing, man. This thing is being spread. And now they are blaming our people, you know, stuff like that. Hooray, Hurricane Henry came through and put an end. This goes to show you how double standards still exist in this city. Mother Nature, not the mayor, doesn't. Celebrating a comeback, just go back to where we started. This was a horrible idea to start with. That is the confusion the Most High put upon them. When we say we give them a spirit of confusion. Okay? All right, there are possible hurricane coming. Let's have a concert outside and complaining when it gets canceled. That's the confusion. Back then, those people used to have those concert, nothing happened. Not anymore. Not anymore. And then again, I think I'm seeing a face right here. It's like a huge monster face. You know, this is the eyes. This is like some type of, you know, giant Og, you know, the Og the giant. Eyes right here, eyes right there, nose, lips right here, the whole big ass head over there, and then this giant just, you know, look at this as a giant face watching here. You know, and there's a dot in the middle of his eyes. It look like a skeleton. This is like look like Skeletor from E-Man, but when you look at the top right here, it's look like a giant, you know, face and stuff. But all praises, but Kabodiel is in the midst, Barakel, you know, all the angels are here. Everybody's all like running and stuff like this. So all praises, all praises. Okay.
Sooner than planned after lightning struck during Barry Manilow's performance.
I just kept saying, no. Like,
yeah, the Most High said, yes. Barry Manilow. Really, man? Barry, let me see this. Barry Manilow.
According to Wikipedia, Barry Manilow is an American singer-songwriter, arranger, musician, producer, and actor, with a career that has spanned more than 50 years.
It's more than 50 years, man. Since the 1970s and the 80s, and then till now. Boy, that's the people want to enjoy the whole glory. Back in the 70s and the 60s and the 80s, the Most High said, nope, the contract is over, it's done, no more enjoyment.
Really, I'm kind of crazy about Barry Manilow, and I just like fought my way to the front.
It forced event organizers.
Okay, just to let you know, she say fought, F-O-U-G-T, Zaza.
to quickly end the We Love NYC homecoming concert, sending more than 22,000 concert goers who danced and partied on the Green Lawn home early Saturday night.
It's extremely frustrating. I was in denial. I said it's not over. I felt really upset.
But before the severe weather...
Okay, this is what it is, brothers. Listen, you have to listen to those people. You have to see what the Messiah is doing here, brothers. You have to understand that the Heavenly Father is not playing. You have to understand this. Okay, you have to understand the Messiah is not playing. Listen to what those people are saying. They were frustrated. They were in denial. This can happen, but it did.
Home early Saturday night.
It's extremely frustrating. I was in denial. I said it's not over. I felt really upset.
But before the severe weather touched down here, excitement could be seen and heard from many who waited months for this moment. Chopper 2 flying overhead, capturing the large crowd on the ground.
This is the first concert we have. I mean, what, you know what I am?
I'm just happy to be out.
I just bought a shirt.
Man, look at those brethren. Look at all those people. They look all broken. All the women hit that. Not only they hit the wall, you know, they actually, you know, look at this. Look, let me see. Okay, I will begin here. Look at all those women in the men. Look at their faces.
I was in denial. I said it's not over. I felt really upset.
But before...
Look at this. Look at this woman right here. They look all broken. Not only those women hit the wall, they fell in the volcano.
Upset.
But before the severe weather touched down here, excitement could be seen and heard from many who waited months for this moment. Chopper 2 flying overhead, capturing the large crowd on the ground.
This is the first concert we have. I mean, what, you know what I am?
I'm just happy to be out.
Look at this. Look at this. All praises to the Most High. Those people look broken, man. The whole, you see, I'm seeing something. When the Most High do something, brothers. When the Heavenly Father, when He took the Holy Spirit from you, you truly look like the Walking Dead. Everything is gone. Your beauty, your sense of everything is gone. The Most High ripped the blessing from there. Everybody go home. Okay.
I just bought a shirt. Thought it would be a good way to remember the day.
It's just nice to celebrate being vaccinated, and even though cases are really high right now.
And that is why this woman kept her face mask on. She tells CBS 2 she had COVID before and does not want it again.
It's just an extra precaution, so, you know, just to be sure.
Still, despite the dangerous weather conditions that canceled the star-studded show, New Yorkers who were able to make it out say it was worth every minute spent in line.
No,
because for them, it was more than seeing artists like Jennifer Hudson, Kane Brown, and Andrea Bocelli.
The hip-hop segment was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, man. This is the Most High telling us, out of all the Barry Manilows and all the other white artists, you were clicked by the hip-hop artists. You see, those people miss our brethren performing for them. They know we have the true musical style, the true rhythm, the true vibe. Wow. All praises to the Most High, man. The Most High doesn't play, brothers, okay? He doesn't.
Like Jennifer Hudson, Kane Brown, and Andrea Bocelli.
The hip-hop segment was amazing.
It was also a reminder of how far we have come since the start of the pandemic.
You guys didn't come nowhere. You guys still in the, if anything, you are back, because right now there are more people infected than ever. There are more people being hospitalized than ever. Okay, and yet they have to put those things out there to give you the illusion that everything is doing all right, which isn't.
It was nice to feel the energy of New York back.
All about moving forward from 2021 to 2022.
Yeah, so whatever, man. Anyway, so I'm just going to enlarge this right here. Give you guys a little moment while I'm drinking a little water to look at the Walton truck Isuzu in the back and see me what you can see. What catch your eyes in this truck right there. You drink a little, brother. Go ahead, type it in the comment board. That is good. Boy, I love that thing that the wife bought for me. It's a giant freaking thing. It holds 8 cups of water. So, that thing is it's pretty sturdy. 48 Walton. 4 plus 8 equal bang. Bang. The Most High always there. He always tell us, I did this. Okay, all praises to the Most High. He's not even recording right now. All right, that's what that is. It is recording. All praises.
Jamesburg, New Jersey, and these. We begin with Tropical Storm Henri. At least 40 million in the danger zone. The eye coming ashore this afternoon at the border of Connecticut and Rhode Island. The storm is now heading northwest. Coastal towns feeling the brunt of Henri's powerful storm surge and 60-plus mile-per-hour winds. Trees coming down, knocking out power lines. More than 100,000 currently without power. Flash flood watches now stretch all the way into New England. These brothers and their dog rescued today in Jamesburg, New Jersey. And these images from the Belt Parkway in New York. Throughout the region, at least 1,000 flight cancellations. We have team coverage beginning with Janae Norman in Springfield, Massachusetts.
1,000 flights. Wonder why 1,000 stand for. But anyway, those poor little boys shaking cold and scared. God bless all. Sorry. Okay. Stay safe, y'all. Bear Parkway looks like that 50 years ago during a normal rain. Man, we humans have really pissed off the planet. Mother Nature wants us dead, and she's kind of right for it too. Okay, just keep playing things like this. Keep saying that, oh, hey, Mother Nature, we human. Nah. The Most High is doing this, and the Most High is destroying you people. All praises.
Tonight, the first tropical storm to hit New England in 15 years crashing ashore. Henri lashing parts of the Northeast and New England with heavy rain and storm surge, slamming into coastal Rhode Island. And Narragansett, a WCVB camera capturing the wind, knocking this man over.
I tried to take cover behind there just to get some photos, and Gus must have just taken me out.
Officials urging everyone to stay home.
If you venture out, you are not only putting your own life at risk, but you're endangering our first responders.
Look at this. Look at how high this. Look at this, brothers. Look. This is the glory of the Most High, man. It's look like an angel right here. Look at this. This thing hit. It flew like probably 100 feet high. Wow. All praises. Wow.
We are on the highway headed towards western Massachusetts, just outside of Springfield. That rain is coming down. We can feel the wind as we're driving on the highway. And look at this. We're passing some utility trucks as we're heading towards areas where officials say some could be without power for a week or more. Our Rob Marciano in Connecticut as Henri moved ashore.
Coastal Connecticut is feeling it right now. Look at this river, whitecaps on it. That surge looks like the ocean.
Henri passing dangerously close to New York's Long Island. Our Trevor Alt is in Montauk.
The center of Henri is passing about a dozen miles east of us right now, but we can still feel the power of this storm, these aggressive winds, and the waves that are slamming into the shoreline.
A mass exodus from there ahead of the storm.
We were so fortunate with the track to the east in terms of wind and surge. We have not been fortunate at all with the rainfall track of this.
In Middlesex County, New Jersey, roads submerged. First responders using boats to bring as many as 150 people to safety. And overnight,
that's very original. Riding a freaking bike with lights in the tires. Man, you people.
Henri turbocharging a separate system, funneling more than 5 inches of rain into parts of New York City.
Please seek shelter for your safety.
The severe weather forcing officials to cut short the homecoming concert in Central Park. Fans forced to take shelter. Some 60,000 had been expected to attend. Nearly 2 inches of rain falling there just between 10 and 11 o'clock, the park's wettest hour on record.
Record-setting rainfall in several areas. Janae joins us live now from Springfield, Massachusetts. Janae, power outages are...
Anyway, this is the Most High. We give him praises, glory, and everything. Brothers, your prayers are working. Keep on praying. No distraction. Stay focused. We have to live the way the Most High wants. We have to live according to the will of the Most High. We have to stay focused, brothers. Those people are getting hit left and right. Yeah, apparently there was a cop here. I think they show a cop. Let me see. Did they show a cop here? I think I saw a cop there. Here we go. All right.
falling there just between 10 and 11 o'clock. The parks.
Okay, NYPD. Now, this is a police officer. Why am I saying this? Now, you see that the Most High, beloved, he's showing you that not only the fire is killing people while taking the properties out in the West Coast and then the rain on the East Coast, and then it shows you the so-called firefighters and the police. Now, this is a law enforcement officer, okay? Cursed be the law enforcement, cursed be the military, cursed be the government. Now, you got this fellow over there, let's say, well, he's a white supremacist. He's one of those dudes that go around, and the weekend they go to Chicago and then they shoot a bunch of our people. Let's say he knows he's part of the guys that are going to bring Jacob's trouble. How? This guy's too busy dealing with the flood right now. You think if this guy have a choice between saving himself out of a freaking flood or going to the hood where there is no flood, where there is nothing, and then kill a bunch of people, you think that's what's going to happen? Nah, man, this guy going to get out of here first. That's what he's going to do. This guy, by the time he's busy worrying about the flood, how he's going to attack us? When after the flood passed and then his house catch on fire, and then a tornado hit and a snowstorm hit, and then he got sick with the whirlwind and then he died. How? Do you know how many police officers that are dying over here in Florida? A hell of a lot. All praises to the Most High.
Emergency assistance. So a lot unfolding there on.
There are still.
We're just listening to.
At least 45 people missing after severe Tennessee flood. 45, huh? Well, you know what to do. Let us watch.
Officials there in Tennessee talking about the deadly flooding that has already claimed the lives of 21 people there. We just heard there from Governor Lee.
So, at least 45 man. Man, you know what? Let me go there. Beloved, the Most High is grand. At least 45 missing. 4 plus 5, 9. Destruction. Flash flood in Tennessee leaves 21 dead. 21, the reverse of 12. Curse, destruction. And you're going to sit there and telling us the Most High is not in the midst. And you're going to telling us His Majesty, His Eminence is not doing this. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Look at this.
Saying that they're now working on a request for federal emergency assistance.
Of
so
course,
a lot of
money
on the ground in Tennessee. So many people impacted by the devastating flood. One of those is Casey Hipshire. She joins me now on the phone. She lost her home in this terrible flooding. Casey, thank you for joining us. How are you doing right now?
Holding up, holding up the best I can.
Tell me what you've been going through over the last day.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
A lot of heartache.
A lot of heartache.
Watching my neighbors suffer too, just like I did. Going back and looking at all the destruction. It's devastating. Absolutely devastating.
Beloved, this is straight from the horse's mouth. Absolutely devastating. Destruction.
But thankful and extremely thankful to God that we're alive and I have my family.
Okay, yeah. Now you see how they are giving God the glory. Understand this, brothers. The Gentiles have a pattern, the way to speak. If something that happened to her was so good, it was so marvelous. Oh man, this happened. You want a house? Oh yes, thank Jesus. I picked up the right ticket, the right raffle ticket. Or the house got spared, or they got spared. Thank Jesus and stuff. But when it comes to something serious, they know who to give the glory. And then again, brothers, it's not their God. They know who God they say. They don't want to say the name. They could say, thank to YAHAWAH, He saved me. I must get clean and I must get right with Him. But thank God. They used to say, thank Jesus. The blood of Jesus covered me and so. No. All right. Hopefully they say something like this. Let us listen.
That is such a blessing. When you woke up and you realized the water was rising yesterday morning, what went through your mind? What was that like?
I was just praying that it wouldn't get any higher, and then it just came so fast, and I packed a bag as quick as I could for all of us, and next thing I know, the water's in my house, and it's up to my chest, and my house fell off the foundation while we were still in it, so we had to break the window in the kitchen and crawl out of it and get up on the roof as fast as we could. That's my husband, my 8-year-old son, and me.
Wait a minute. Let's do a little research. Okay, she got a hit here. Let's see. Waverly. Is that what that is? Waverly, Tennessee. Waverly, Tennessee demographic.
According to World Population Review, white, 90.77%, black or African American, 6.46%, 2 or more races, 2.77%, Native American, 0.00%.
So this town in Waverly Hills, Beverly Hills, but anyway, this town where that thing happened, hopefully I got this right. If I don't, forgive me. You know, I just do everything on top of my head. White, 90%, over 90%, or we'll be generous and say 90%, and blacks 6%. We'll be generous. We'll say black 10%. Out of 10 people, if you meet in this town, 9 of them are whites, 1 of them is black. And I can guarantee you, beloved, I can guarantee you my blessing upon this, that they will say, man, African American are the most affected and stuff in this town and stuff, and then they need help, and then they have the most COVID, and African American, we have to understand black people, and they vote Democrat, and then Democrat don't do anything, and then African American, black African American, yeah. But this woman is on the phone. She's telling you what happened. This thing is 90% white. And then again, when you look at the other races, like 2.7 Native American, wait, hang on. 6%, 2.7 other races like Moabites, Ishmaelites, and so. So this town is at least 92, well, we say 93, 94%. We'll be generous and say 93%. Gentiles, only 7% our people, so to speak. 7, perfection. And they're going to put the blame on our people. Our people face will be all over. They'll find the most backwarded buck-toothed scumbag and put it on TV. And beloved, I'm having people sending me silly little emails and, oh, stop calling people buck, stop making fun of people. The Most High doesn't like that. Okay? I will stop that. Oh, Biglevi, can you stop making a video about the destruction of the Gentiles? The Most High don't like that. He say pray for them. Okay, I will stop making. Oh, Biglevi, can you stop praying online? Because the Most High say to pray in secret. Then we are praying in secret. Biglevi, can you stop doing this? Why don't we come to the church? I mean, it's just a building and pray. You know, we will put Jesus over there, but we know it's YAHAWAH. Can we do that? Those are the Christians. Those are the Christians that always like, can you stop doing this? Can you? I don't feel right. Like I told people, you don't like anything here. Yo, man, you know what to do. Just do your thing.
That must have been just terrifying.
Man, look at this.
And I understand.
It was.
Imagine never in your wildest dreams would you have thought you'd have to go through something like this.
Beloved, have you noticed like most of those cars are upside down? Watch this. Watch this.
And crawl out of it.
Upside down.
On the roof as fast as we could.
Let me see.
That's my husband, my 8-year-old son, and me.
Destroyed.
That must have been just terrifying. And I understand.
Completely destroyed.
It was.
Imagine never in your wildest dreams.
Is that an ATV over there? 2
ATV, 3
something
like this.
Upside down.
Did you know that there was going to be the potential for flooding, or were you completely caught off guard by this?
Completely caught off guard.
We knew that there was flooding going to come, but we didn't know. I don't think anybody knew that it was going to be
that's
this
severe.
harsh.
Yeah, that's severe.
Because it just, my yard filled up. I'm like, okay, it's going to go back down. It'll be okay. And then all of a sudden, it was like a tidal wave that just came over the road and into my yard and swept my house away.
Now, beloved, I want you to reminisce something. It's going to disturb your peace, but it is the truth. She just said something here that just catch my attention. She said, all of a sudden, a tidal wave. She thought the water was going to stay at the level that, you know, it's supposed to stay, but all of a sudden, there was a tidal wave that came in. Remember, beloved brothers and sisters, excuse me, when our people were heavily under the curse, such as Katrina 2004, I'll say 2004, 2005, it depends on where it hit. During this period, beloved sisters, our people were telling that they said they thought they had time. They knew this hurricane was going to hit, but not at this severity. They said that during the whole thing, they heard the Levi or the Levi gave up, and they saw a huge tidal wave came in. And I do not like to get into conspiracy theories, but it is said that the people, they purposely blew the levee so the white area wouldn't be flooded, because they were going to flood. They were going to be flooded. So they break the levee. Please don't take my word for it. If you do research, you're most likely going to find a bunch of conspiracy theories. And our people said all of a sudden, beloved, they saw a huge tidal wave that came in. A huge tidal wave that came in, and they were standing over there, and a lot of them didn't make it. And this lady said the same thing. All right, let's listen again.
This harsh, because it just, my yard filled up. I'm like, okay, it's going to go back down. It'll be okay. And then all of a sudden, it was like a tidal wave that just came over the road and into my yard and swept my house away.
Exactly.
It was so fast and so devastating.
And I understand you tried to call 911, but you couldn't get through?
I called them at
cars on
least
top of cars
10 times, and they said that there was people on the way. Just be patient. And by the 11th.
Now, let me say something, brothers. When she said she called 911 10 times, I remember I was watching a video that was made back in 1980s when the camp were truly about Esau's trouble. Okay, when they just came out there preaching Esau's trouble, and they told them, the Most High is going to send so much things upon you. Your 911 won't be working. Okay, those people, you see what the lady said, she called 911 10 times, they could not get to them. And they used to call 911 or the police. So when they see a black man, one of our people just walking around, somebody that look like us, and they will call the police will be there instantly. And I'm pretty sure if she did say, yeah, I understand there's a flood going on, but there's a couple of African-American men over there, and they are checking cars. I can guarantee you, brothers and sisters, those guys would be here in a fraction of a second. Not anymore. 911 was too busy saving themselves. How on earth those people going to bring Jacob's trouble upon our people? How are they going to come upon the loin of the Most High again? They are dealing with this. You see, the police could not come and shoot the flood. They could not come and put their knees on this flood. They could not come and tase this flood and kick this flood and beat this flood. They could not, because it's from the Heavenly Father. And all they see, they were helpless and powerless. That's what happened when the hand of the Most High is upon you. Okay, 21 dead, brothers. I can assure you, they will say 21 dead, 21 African American.
Time I called, I said, please, somebody just come, because the call went to Dixon, and I said, please, just come get my.
There you go. Is that a brother over there at the end? Looks like one, but anyway.
8-year-old son, you can leave me, but take him.
No, it wasn't a bro.
Were all of your friends and your
sorrow? Look at this, plague number 1. All right, sorrow, beloved. Okay, Plague number 1 of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. You never seen this, brothers. Now, again, you can see, brothers, a lot of them we've been complaining. You say, why the media why they keep those people deserve privacy. Why you keep showing their faces? Why you keep doing this? Why you keep doing that? Now the media is in your donkey, so, you know, whatever, man.
Your neighbors able to get out safely?
As far as I know, most of them did. All of them lost their houses and lost a lot of things. But
as far as she's concerned, most of them did. That means there is a lesser amount that didn't, and all of them lost their houses. That is the Most High sweeping them off the land. All praises to the Most High. Why the Most High is doing this? Because, well, we know Genesis 15 verse 13 is there, and also, beloved, we know in the Book of Mormon, okay, and in the book of Whither, chapter 2, verse 9, okay, the whole chapter, the whole second chapter in the book of Whither, okay, deal with that. Okay, the Most High told you this land is a land that is above all, okay, is a land that the Most High choose, okay. Let's go to Whither, chapter 2, verse 9. Okay, and now we can behold the decrees of the Heavenly Father, the decrees of His Majesty. This is the Most High decree concerning this land that is a land of promise. The man wasn't promised unto you. It's a holy land. And whatsoever nation possess it shall serve YAHAWAH, shall serve God. Whatever nation that possess our land, you possess our land now. You should have served the Most High. No, you serve your father, Satan. Or, you know, nation shall serve God. Or they shall be swept off when the fullness of His wrath come upon them. And the fullness of His wrath cometh upon them when they are ripened in iniquities. The reason why you see the Most High is coming with this fullness here, with His wrath, because the Gentiles is ready. The harvest is beginning. This is the beginning of the harvest right now. The Most High already harvested 21 souls here. Okay, that's the number they gave us. Okay, all praises.
I don't know how many, unfortunately, have perished. I'm not sure, and my prayers are with their families. But it's just, we all, the ones that did survive, we all came together and just did what we could for each other.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk we heard there at that press conference with the Tennessee officials of just the spirit of volunteering on the ground and neighbors helping neighbors. What have you...
That's a funny symbol here. I would like to see this symbol in 2024. 2017, one already passed. 2024 is going to come back. All right, then, whatever. This is all right anyway, whatever.
You've seen in that regard, what have you been able to do to help your fellow neighbors who are struggling right now?
I haven't really been able to do much but support them and be there for them and, you know, share that it's okay, we're alive, we can do this, we can work together, we can come together and we can rebuild, we will make it.
All right, let's see what the Bible said about this. You know, every time those people say they will rebuild, we got to check with the brother Malachi, the last book of the Old Testament. We got to check Malachi 1:4. Okay, all right. So Malachi 1:4 said, where is Edom Sheph? We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith His Majesty of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. That's what the Father said. You will build, it will throw down. You will build again, it will throw down. You will build, it will throw you down. Then you won't be able to build anything anymore. Fear not, brothers. Those people moving to the hood. Now, right now, you see, the hood is a separate... Wait, hang on. Let me see where Waverly Hills is in Tennessee. The hood in Tennessee. Let's see, where's the hood? Hood in Tennessee. Nah, let's see. Is there as a hood in Tennessee or all over? Let me see. How far is Waverly from Nashville? How far is
The
Waverly?
drive from your location to Waverly.
How far is Waverly from Nashville, Tennessee?
The drive from Nashville to Waverly Avenue is 3.2 miles.
This is not far. This is not far. 3.2. I can walk there. I walk this mostly every day, every night. I can walk there from Nashville to Waverly. Well, no, that's Waverly Avenue. Nah, not Waverly Avenue. Damn it. I'm in Waverly. See, how far is Waverly? Should I put city? Okay, let me see. Okay, that's quite far. Okay, 75 miles. Okay, it's quite far. It's quite far. 75 miles. Out of all the miles. Listen, this place, brothers, is 75 miles. You will take Highway 40. All praises to the all praises to the Most High. All praises. I don't think there's any hood over there. The hood is all the way up in Nashville. This thing striking 75 miles. Nashville, Tennessee. I believe there's some hood over there. It's cool. If anything, any all people over there in Nashville, if you good, let us know in the comment board. Are you all right in the hood? If something happened to you in the hood, let us know, man. Let us know what's going on. Did that thing hit the hood? Did it did that much as damage that we're seeing in the hood? All the Nashville, Tennessee. Is that what that is? What do they call the inhabitant of Tennessee? Oh, man. The inhabitant of Tennessee. Oh, boy.
Check out these pictures.
Tennessee. No.
According to Wikipedia,
What do they
Alfred
call the
Tennyson, first Baron
inhabitant of
Tennyson,
the
was
Tennessee? Oh boy. Anyway, all people that live over there in Tennessee, are you all right? Are you good in the hood? Is the hood safe? 75 miles away, 7 plus 5, 12. Take Highway 40, 40 days fast. All praises to the Most High. You can't make that up.
And
I
by
mean,
the
I haven't
way,
been able to give them money or anything, but we will get together and we will make it together.
Okay, all right.
those
Then.
words of encouragement can go such a long way.
No, they won't. They won't. Listen, those people never made anything together, brothers. They were enjoying the blessing. They get the money. Now the money is gone. There's nothing going on. We build all the stuff they have. We pretty much taking care of them. And then right now, so
What do you and your community need right now?
Oh, come on. This is a stupid question, man. A shelter.
In all honesty, a lot of it is monetary to help us try
money.
to start the rebuilding process.
Money. Let's go to Bill again.
And the other part is, like clothing and
look at this.
bath supplies, anything that we can do, bottled water, canned foods if we have to, just to keep us all going. Because like my house and like a lot of other houses, they're completely demolished. There is no house.
Cars on top of cars. Look at this.
So what comes next for you and your family? Like, where are you now? What does the future look like for you right now?
For our family, and I hope other families think the same way, but we are thinking positive with the support of everybody. And then we're just going to start slowly, rebuild. We're going to beat this. We're going to get over it, and we're going to stick together.
Do you know there are some part in there was a hurricane that hit Central Florida, Panhandle, Florida Panhandle hurricane damage. Hurricane Michael. Little did we know. We didn't even know Hurricane Michael did this. We had no idea. Okay, Hurricane Michael. If you still go to Florida, okay. What was that? Let's see. Hurricane Michael, Florida, 2021 damage. Yeah, I shouldn't say 2021. Hurricane Michael, Panama City, stock footage. They still are damaged over there. They haven't rebuilt all the places, brothers. Okay, let me see. Florida Panhandle, Hurricane Michael damage. Okay, that was 2 years ago. They still, you know what? Let's see if we can filter this. to the most recent, like a year ago, 6 months ago. Okay. Okay, 7 months. Okay. All right, 7 months. Let me see this. Let me see what he probably should shot this. What he probably of course, it's a whole different story if your life forever changed by catastrophe. On October 10, 2018, Mexico Beach. This wide open ride was recorded New Year's Day 2019. So that's 2019. That's like 2 years ago. Okay, let's see the damage over there. Okay, so this is the place. Okay, October 10th, 2018, a direct hit. Okay, let's see if they build it. Look at this. See the damage the Most High was doing? They were hiding things like this because we didn't know what was going on. And that was around the time the beloved brother Big Judah bought the Book of Mormon. Okay, that was around the time, 2018, 2019. And then the Most High was going heavy on them. Okay, and then about 12,000 people leave and then the beach town. We didn't know those things. Our eyes was closed. We were just following them. We were just repeating garbage and saying, oh man, the Gentiles are doing this, the elite. Now we know it wasn't the elite, it was always the Most High. And we repent, we resent from all those sins we committed by utter our mouths against the Most High. We say all praises to the Most High, we give him glory and praises for Hurricane Michael that did this. Okay? All right? Michael was a first category 5 record his story to make landfall in Florida panhandling. We didn't know this. All right? All right, so that was Hurricane Michael. Okay, so this was filmed on the 10th, under the 2019. They still have those damages. Okay, they didn't rebuild anything. You see all those things? They didn't rebuild anything. All right, they still live like this. Okay, all praises to the Most High. You're going to rebuild? How? Where? Not here. This is Germany. All right. Scary night in Germany. Strange thunderstorm. The night turns into day. That's night. Damn. Oh. God. Listen to that. Woo. Damn. Woo. Wow. Okay, you never seen the weather going like this. Okay, it's like a strobe light. It's like a strobe light. Look at this, and then you can hear it. And this is again plague number 10, thunder voices. You hear it like damn. So all praises to the Most High, man. Let's move to the next video, beloved. Okay, this is the damage. Oh, wait, hang on. Sometimes those guys, this is CBS. Sometimes they will strike you. This is Waverly, Tennessee. This is another part. Look at this. Oh, man. This is another part of the town. All right. Look at this. The military is here. That's what you military people supposed to be doing. Look at this. Brothers, look, man. Look, listen, you will not be happy if something like that happened to your house, beloved. The whole place is gone. All praises, man. Let's see. This is Spanish. Damn Hish look like a tornado hit. Now praying for everyone. That's what it looks like. All praises to the Most High, man. Approximately 10 years ago, Nashville had a massive flooding disaster. The whole town was underwater. Even a few years ago, there was some kind of flooding, tornado disaster in different times of the year. Now this again. All praises to the Most High. Enjoy, brothers. Enjoy this.
In effect in Waverly, and people are asked to stay off the road so they don't.
Okay, that's like, you know, the updates that they did, you know, stuff. 10 people died. That's like 21st.
Interfere with emergency operations. A boil order is also in place, and many are still without power. Residents there say flash flooding happened so quickly they didn't have a chance to evacuate. News Channel 5's Chris Davis shows us the damage left behind.
The rain came in like a force of nature.
Unfortunately, there's no way of stopping it.
Turning small streams into mighty rivers.
Even the areas that aren't rivers, they're just all flooded.
And left communities like Waverly unrecognizable.
It came out of nowhere.
Lindsay Daniels says a torrent of water inundated her home in a matter of minutes.
It seriously was like somebody had it dammed up and then they just broke the dam.
They were stuck in their attic for hours and at one point feared they would have to bust out and swim to safety.
A mother with a kid that doesn't know how to swim, it was scary.
Similar stories played out across Waverly. Some homes were swept off their foundations. Others went up in smoke.
Cars upside down.
Homeowners were seen searching through what's salvageable while deputies went door to door to see who made it out alive.
This is the worst I've ever seen. I mean, we all went into survival mode.
Unfortunately, help from outside the county couldn't rush in as fast as the floodwaters. And it wasn't because they didn't want to get here. It was because they couldn't get here. Trees and high water blocked back roads, while gravel sloughed off from railroad slopes blocking US 70, stopping rescue crews and even ambulances in their tracks.
These are our neighbors.
By the time Dennis Donaldson arrived with his boat to help, the water rescue crisis was over, but a new one was beginning.
I was in law enforcement for several years, so I knew any time that there was something bad happen, there was never any stuff like this.
So he and his friends brought some eats and heat.
We're giving out hot dogs, hamburgers, drinks.
A small touch of kindness.
This ain't about me, it's just about serving our fellow man, and it's a godly thing to do.
After a force of nature that will leave this community forever changed.
All praises to the Most High. All praises to the Most High. You see the whole damage. You see the whole damage. The Most High is not playing. I was doing something.
Now to a heartbreaking update to a story we first told you about yesterday on Action News. A lifeguard with the Cape May Beach Patrol has died following a boating incident earlier this week. Norman and Ferrara III was just 16. Katie Catro has more.
The Cape May community is mourning the loss of that 16-year-old lifeguard. They say gone too soon.
Norman had a dream as a young child to be a lifeguard, and he worked really, really hard over the last 2 years to make that a reality for himself, and he did it this year.
16-year-old Norman and Ferreira, a new lifeguard with Cape May Beach Patrol, has died after a routine patrol off the coast. The city of Cape May says Ferreira was rowing a lifeguard boat in the ocean Thursday when the boat was broadsided by a wave and flipped over. Ferreira was knocked unconscious, and fellow lifeguards ran out to try and save one of their own, performing CPR on the shore.
Just had a very unfortunate accident.
The incident happened off Redding Avenue Beach around 11 a.m., according to Cape May's Beach Patrol Chief Harry Back, who says he hired Ferreira.
He loved coming to work with a smile on his face every day, and he was dedicated.
Ferreira was in a coma at Cooper University Hospital in Camden, New Jersey, after he was injured while on the job before he passed. Today, flags were lowered to half staff outside Beach Patrol headquarters and honor.
So what you've been noticing, what you've been seeing is a lot of those things are happening right now, and a lot of those things, it's happening in the beach. Sharks, coyote get attacked at the beach, then the lifeguard die at the beach, 16, 1 + 6, 7, perfection. And you see those people can have no peace. It's impossible to them to have the peace. Everything that happened now, it's happened to them. It happened at the beach. They can enjoy the blessing. This dude got injured, then he died. Horrible things, but hey, it's the Most High. Okay, this is Mexico. All right, this is Mexico City, okay? All right, this is Mexico. And Hurricane Grace hates Mexico. The name of the hurricane is Grace. All right, destroy. All right, brothers, this is the glory of the Most High. Look at this. Okay? All right? Look at this. All praises to the Most High. All praises. Now this is Russia, brothers, okay? And this is okay. This thing okay, this is in Russia. That fire still burning in Russia, okay? Fire. Russia is terrified. Forest fire goes on the nuclear center. Villages already burnt. Okay, so beloved, this is no joke, man. This thing is real out there. We must stay focused. Our prayers are working. Our fasting and praying is working. All praises. There you go. Okay, this is the technology. Okay, you see this, brothers? Shovel. They're shoveling this. Okay. All right. This is crazy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The plume of smoke. The pillars of fire. The pillars of smoke. All praises to the Most High. The heavenly, there's a holy visitation upon this earth.
Fire began on
I despise those word bad voices. All right, let us move to the next. Okay, so yeah, that's what happened. All right, so this is they are giving the latest update on the Caldor fire. The beloved sister over there, she sent me an email. Brothers, this is so much. I could not even finish the email. She was giving me good information about the Caldor fire and stuff like that. So
we begin with our wildfire coverage. Now moving on to that, the Caldor fire continues to spread in El Dorado County.
Well, crews have been focusing their efforts along Highway 50, protecting communities and homes. They're also trying to prevent more spot fires. The fires now burn more than 106,000 acres. The good news is containment is up to 5%.
Okay.
More than
95% to go. That's good. That's good. That's good.
100 personnel from California and other states are responding to this fire, and more than 24,000 people have been evacuated.
And as Brian has been talking about this morning, Highway 50 remains closed along a 40-mile stretch of the road here. The closure runs from Sly Park Road to Myers. A spot fire broke out on the north side near Kybers. That was on Saturday.
Look at this.
You can see here the interchange at Highway 50 in Myers yesterday, nearly empty. Only a few cars passing through on what would likely be a very busy August weekend. Mike DeSell joining us live near Kybers along Highway 50 with a closer look.
And cooler temperature and winds that essentially blowing the fire back towards itself. Now, back out here live, you saw the video of just before and just after sunrise. Right now, we're looking at a much smokier situation here than we were earlier. You can't really see the flames on that ridgetop. And it is worth noting over the last hour that every once in a while we are getting a significant gust going through. Again, it's downsloping, so it's pushing back towards the fire itself, which is essentially good news. It means that this fire is not growing a lot right now. And as you mentioned, fire crews are starting to see some containment on the southern edge of this fire.
Let me just enlarge this, man. Let me enlarge this. Let me drink a little water and let the people, give the Most High glory and tell me what they're seeing here. You know, let me drink a little water and give the Most High glory. All praises to the Most High. All praises. All praises to the Most High. Okay. Mike Tassili, is that what that is? In El Dorado County. I believe El Dorado in the City of Gold. Is that what that is? Mike. Okay. Michael checking in. We are in step number 10. There's no more steps left. Well, except to go back to step number 1. All praises to the Most High.
Where much of the damage has been done. I do want to point out for those people who are watching who've been asking me via Twitter, I did drive around the town of Khyber's, didn't see any real threat to homes at this point in the homes that are near the main central part of Khyber's along Highway 50. But again, there's a lot of resources on this fire and hoping that to limit any further threat to those structures as the wind blowing the fire back to the west of Khyber's at the
that's another definition for confusion.
Local and national farmers.
Okay. Again, this is beloved Lisa's sister Lisa Cabrera. I don't want, again, like I say, I do not want to do this when it comes to all people doing things like this because you know they are working really hard. It's really hard to do things like that, brothers. It's not easy. Army worms are eating up lawns and crops in several southern states. Okay. All right. So. We'll go right here, okay? Oops, I didn't make time to do this. All right, and then we'll take
food decisions. Visit thebetterbuggy.com now to start shopping.
Now, speaking of growing populations, this is not a good one though. There are thousands of these, let's just say, little pests marching through yards and fields all across Arkansas. Army worms, they can destroy anything in their sights, especially grass and crops. And as Wake Up Central's Michael Aaron's going to show us in the THP 11
fields, and it does the type of dead grass.
It's even happening in Alabama too.
Yes, it's all
so they're using stuff that's not even working on them. So in the meantime, they are devouring people's lawns and crops of farmers.
Okay. To the moderators, you know what to do. To the moderators, for those that wish to check the beloved sister channel, then again, like I said, if you check the sister channel, you don't say like I sent you or stuff like that. You just check what the sister has. If the Holy Spirit moves you to get the news from her, you do. And I always advise our people to get the news from the people of the Most High. They will give you the news of the Most High. Now, a beloved sister sent me this link, and she made a very interesting point. I think beloved sister Lisa probably did it too. You see, this thing is eating stuff. They're eating the rice in Arkansas. Okay, in Arkansas. So the Arkansas where the Clinton were, and the Clinton went in Haiti when Haiti used to produce a lot of rice, and they paid our people, they destroy our rice, and then they force our people to buy their rice. If the sack of rice, if the sack of rice that we used to sell used to cost $20, they bring their rice, they sell it to us at $1.50. And then when people were starting buying the rice, and then they sell it at $1. While we were selling ours at $20, nobody want to buy us, and then they give subsidies to their rice until when we went out of business. Then they raised the price of the rice to $50, and you have no chance to buy their rices. Now look what's happening over there in Tennessee and in Arkansas. Okay, all praises to the Most High. Please check the video and see the Most High is in the midst. All right, okay. This is fire, the destruction by pestilence. Well, of course, number 8, pestilence and hunger will change the destruction. Once those pestilences are eating their food, and then they will change the destruction. And what they're seeing the better buggy people have no issue. The Atlanta-based thing, they had no issue with their crops. But in the southern state, which Atlanta is, and those guys, you know, those things are eating their crops. We give the Most High praises and glory. How long we are into this thing? Oh, okay, 149. We're good. We're good. We're good.
The group says. We begin in Afghanistan, where the Taliban says U.S. and allied forces must leave the country by the August 31st deadline, as agreed. Thousands of troops are deployed in Kabul, where they're carrying out the biggest humanitarian airlift in history. The evacuations have been chaotic, and there are reports that unidentified gunmen have killed a man at Kabul airport during a firefight involving Western security forces. Well, US President Joe Biden says his forces have expanded the perimeter around the airport to accelerate the evacuation process. And while those evacuations are underway, the Taliban says it has sent fighters to Panjshir to counter anti-Taliban forces.
This whole thing is a mess. The whole thing is a mess, brethren. The whole thing is a mess. This is the confusion. Those people, at this point right now, I don't know what to say. I don't know what's going on. Deadly firefight at Kabul. Again, all we know, brothers, this is plague. This is plague number 9. Execution by the sword, okay? All praises to the Most High, man. The whole thing stinks.
Missing after going on a...
Now, this one, we did this one before, but there is an update. Let's listen to the update.
This morning, investigators in California are facing a mystery. What killed a family of 3 found near a remote hiking trail? According to investigators, John Garish, his wife Ellen Chung, and their 1-year-old daughter were reported missing after going on a hiking trip in the Sierra National Forest. After a 12-hour search, rescue teams found the 3 dead, along with the family dog.
We have a healthy family, including their canine, deceased, and so we're looking for answers.
Answers that so far have been elusive. Investigators say they initially believed the family of 3 died from carbon monoxide poisoning, as there are old mines nearby, but are now considering toxic algae blooms as a potential cause.
This is the confusion. Which one is it? Carbon dioxide or algae bloom or whatever? Which one is it? And we know this is plague number 8. It's a pestilence, okay? All right, that killed them, some type of thing, but it's the Most High that did this. You see, those people cannot enjoy the blessing, okay? But which one is it? That's the confusion.
The forest had been asking visitors to avoid parts of the park because of poisonous algae. The California Water Board also issuing a warning after several parts of the state tested for high levels of harmful algae blooms. The statement reading in part, due to the size and toxicity of the bloom with increasing temperature this time of year, the bloom may proliferate and alter its potential to produce toxins.
If you drink some of the water, either by mistake or purposefully, you can take some of that water and the cyanobacteria that...
This dude's name is David. Is that what that is? David. Anyway, David Caron. Right.
And the cyanobacteria that are present and the toxins that they're producing into your body.
But right now, it's still a mystery. Investigators are stumped and loved ones desperately waiting for answers.
So what happened is this dude, his wife...
I've been here 20 years and I've, seen a lot of things, but I've never seen an incident like this where there's zero explanation.
That's the thing.
Reported missing.
All right, this dude and his wife and his daughter and his dog, they all die, brothers. And they are finding a lot of people that are dying mysteriously. Remember that little boy in Haiti? I mean, in Florida, I think he died of a chemical. They said it was a chemical attack. When he went to the hospital, they checked him. They couldn't find anything. He was clean, but he just died. Just like Shelton. Shelton died, and he just sit on the chair. He screamed the name of his mom. He died. Until this day, they cannot find an explanation. He just died. All praises to the Most High.
Well, conservative radio talk show host Phil Valentine has died after a battle with COVID-19. Valentine had been hospitalized since July 22nd and was in very serious condition. We're told he was suffering from COVID pneumonia along with other side effects of the virus. Days later, he was placed on a ventilator. He hosted the Phil Valentine Show in Nashville.
So, hang on.
Good rising, brethren.
When they say Phil Valentine's, I thought it was our Phil Valentine's. This guy was a radio host, a conservative radio host. So those are the Rush Limbaughs.
Well, conservative radio talk.
Okay, Phil Valentine. Well, let's see the picture. Now, beloved, have you noticed that all the conservatives, all those guys in the talk show radio that used to speak great things against the Most High, you see what happened to them now? They all dying. Rush Limbaugh, that other guy, that other dude they call the other Rush Limbaugh. And then you got this dude, and you got another dude. You see how those guys are dying now? Let me see. Anybody see anything? Usually when someone committed suicide, they don't take others with them. In Phil's case, he took thousands. If only there was something he could have done to prevent this. Only like 3 in 10 people make it off those ventilators. Bad odds, get the job. He was so against the mask and then why would he decided to get it, die from it? What a stupid choice. There's no go ahead. Good stupidity has consequences. He died from freedom. Okay, so this dude, those are the guys that speak great things against the Most High. The elite, I think they can come over there and fabricate this thing. Oh, do you really believe those guys? Those are the people, brothers. Those are the think. Those are the witches. Those are the warlocks, the sorcerers behind closed door, doing things and sending the spells to the radio and activate their own people to come after us. Those are the people that say, well, you know, they are 13% of the population, and yet they commit 100% of the crime. They are 13% of the population, yet they are spreading COVID like hell. They are 13% of the population, yet they are taking all the money from unemployment. They are 13% of the population, yet they have all the sexually transmissible disease and all that stuff and all that thing. Those are the guys. And the Most High took him down. I can't wait to get that scumbag Ben Shapiro, man. Oh man, I can't stand that. Father, forgive me, man. But all praises to the Most High. And when they say Phil Valentine died, when I was reading the article, somebody said, I thought that was our Phil Valentine. Okay, Phil Valentine, Egypt. That's not what I meant, man. There we go. I thought it was our beloved brother Phil Valentine.
Today's subject, the Kabbalion, Hermetic philosophy.
I thought it was the beloved brother Phil. You know, it was that Phil Valentine. I'm like, oh no, man, they got Phil, man. This brother that gives so much knowledge about Atlantis. He told you straight up Egypt, what you're calling Egypt over there, was an offshoot of Atlantis. Because of the war they were having. The brother have a massive amount of knowledge, man. Phil Valentine is good, man. You know, yeah, he's pretty good in metaphysics. You know, chew the meat, spit out the bone. I thought that was this Phil Valentine's, but all praises to the Most High. You know, it turned out to be the other Phil.
Well, conservative radio talk show host.
It turned out to be this Phil Valentine. I didn't even know this guy, but all praises to the Most High. Is that thing even recording right now? All praises. All right, let us keep on moving, brothers.
Now to a look at COVID-19 across the state. The positivity rate rising for the 9th straight week in Florida, reaching 19.8%. And with the rates rising, medical professionals are continuing their push for the community to get their shots.
And they say more people are getting their vaccines, but not enough. Local 10's Bridget Matter is live in Pembroke Pines with those details. Bridget.
Yeah, hospitals are filling up. They're seeing an influx of patients. All while these monoclonal sites like this one here, they're busy too. This is the end of the day. 5 o'clock is when these treatment sites close down, but it's still pretty busy. These treatments are either by IV or by multiple shots. While hospitals struggle to keep up with the surge of patients, these antibody sites are opening across the state. There are multiples of these.
So what they are telling you, Florida is the epicenter of this thing. And they are seeing there is a specific group of people that are coming and a specific group of people that are dying from this. And there are a specific group of people that are taking this cure. And they have massive amount of, they have places that they have massive amount of thing. Then they will have people coming over there and then take the vax, you know, take the thing and stuff. And they're not telling them the truth about it, okay? They're not saying, like, what is exactly going on and stuff like that. So, you know, things like that happen. But, hey, This is the will of the Most High. Beloved, I know a lot of you, this will grieve you when I say this. I apologize in advance. If anything happened to your beloved brother, Big Levi, you know, happened to the brother. That's all, man. That's all. You give the Most High praises and glory. You keep on fighting, man. And I'm not saying the Most High gonna do things to me, which is, you know, I don't know his plan. But brothers, this is the last straw. We don't have that much time, brothers. This is 2021. We will wait. 2022. We'll see. Each year, brothers, sisters, is worse than the last year. 2021 is worse than 2020. That happened, you know, last year, the whole year 2020.
This past week, a monoclonal antibody site opened up in Tropical Park. Now, the governor says he hopes in the next few days to get as many as 21 treatment sites in the state. This site expected to open up again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We are working to get numbers on how many people were served here today. This site can serve up to 300 or more people per day.
All praises to the Most High. Let those people do their thing.
A 19-year-old has been arrested in connection to an attack that ended with a brutal beating of a man from South Philadelphia in Queen Village. Police say Herbert Morrison turned himself in this weekend. Investigators say he's one of 8 bicyclists who attacked 38-year-old Zach Lean at about 10 p.m. on Tuesday. They say the group somehow got Lean to stop his vehicle along the 300 block of Christian Street, then punched him. Lean fell, hit his head, then had a seizure before briefly.
So, I think, did this guy die? Did he die? I think, no, I don't think he died. You are seeing, beloved, there is an increase, a fair amount of people that are attacking people in the street and punching them, and they are failing and they are hitting the head and they are going into coma and they are dying. And the 2/3 really, they really don't care. So we don't know this guy right here. We don't know this dude, this fellow right here. I mean, for a lack of better term, we'll say he's one of us because his skin color is brown, black, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so, you know, we'll say he's one of us, but, you know, most likely he is one of the 2/3. Let's say if he's not the 2/3, let's say he did this, he's one of the son of the chosen one, and then the Most High spare him by sending him to jail so he won't get killed by the sword. So let's say this dude go to jail like 2021 and it spent like 3 years and 2 years into jail. By 2024 everything break down, all our people in jail get out. Okay, I don't know what this guy did, and I'm not judging him. I have no idea who he is, but know this, man. It's time for us to let go of those sheep, man. It's time for us to wake up the lions that are in the sheep, like the brother said. Okay, so for those of you that have been following my channels, and you're going to see, you know, a lot of things that I said, I always refer to the beloved brother Big Judah, because the brother is special unto me. Okay, certain brothers, certain sisters, they are special unto me. Okay, I refer to them a lot because you must understand that there are certain people in your life, the Most I put in your life, they are special. When you spend your entire life of asking questions, you cannot find the answer, and then one person bring you the answer that you were asking, that person is special unto you. The beloved sister Lisa Cabrera is very special unto me. Okay, Brother Ayel is very special unto me because they answer question to me that I was seeking for years, and I had them. I just want a confirmation. If you watch, well, it's impossible to watch all my video, but if you watch most of my video, you see that there are certain things that I was holding back and waiting for confirmation, and then boom, one of the brother came in. So that's why I refer to the brother all the time. I always give the brother a shout out, the beloved sister a shout out. You know, that doesn't mean I hate everybody out there. It's just the brother is very special unto me, just like I am special to a lot of people out there. A lot of people say, Big Levi, you did a lot for me, which I didn't. The most I did, but he uses me. They say, man, you helped me walk in this. I got more clarity right now. I see what's going on right now. Thank you, brother, for your dedication, and I appreciate this, and I thank my people for that, brothers. Okay, I do not hate anybody out there, brothers. It's just simply there are a couple other people that are special. That's what that is. Okay, so we don't know this dude, but again, you know, we just leave the sheep alone. If the 2/3 want to do what they want to do, so be it. All praises. Move.
The bodies of 2 people were found in a car at Gwen Cherry Park along Northwest 22nd Avenue in Miami-Dade. Police were seen covering the front of the windshield of that car with a yellow tarp, and a witness at the park says they believe that car had been parked in the same spot for several days. Police have not released any information on who the people were or.
So again, like we are seeing, brothers, sisters, it's been a year now. They've been finding a lot of people die in their car. They just die. Then again, those people didn't went to vacation. They didn't went somewhere else. They just die. Oh, talking about that, brothers, tomorrow I may not, tomorrow morning I may not be available for the prayer. I don't know yet. You know, the appointments is like all messed up. So I may not be available, but I'll do my best. All right.
New at 6, a Franklin County woman is facing murder charges in the deaths of 2 men in Sullivan, Missouri. 23-year-old Marie Pursley is charged with second-degree murder and attempted robbery. Investigators, she and the 2 men who died went to a home in Sullivan Friday morning intending to rob someone there. That's when police say the homeowner grabbed a gun and fatally shot the 2 men.
So
after CBS 46's Rebecca Schramm. New at 6, a Franklin County woman is facing murder charges in the deaths of 2 men in Sullivan, Missouri. 23-year-old Marie Pursley is charged with second-degree murder and attempted robbery. Investigators, she and the 2 men who died went to a home in Sullivan Friday morning intending to rob someone there. That's when police say the homeowner grabbed a gun and fatally shot the 2 men.
Okay. You see, the reason why I'm bringing this is because now you see this is a classic example of the plague of the curses reversing back onto those people. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, there's a video again that the beloved brother Big Judah did called 4 or 3 years ago. He was talking about how the Gentiles make their law. You know, they always find a loophole for themselves. Their laws always work for them, but it never work against us. And then in the video, if you know it, the moderator, you know what to do. In the video, he mentioned that there is a law that if 3 of our people are in a car, and then one of them did a drive-by, and then 2 of them die, and you were the survivor, which you didn't know anything about this, you will end up in jail for murder. They will charge you for the murder of the 2 people. Okay? They do that to our brothers all the time. Okay? They were in a car with some scumbag 2/3, or the scumbag 2/3 say, yo, G, what's up, man? Hey, man, let's go to Philip house, man. I got to go ahead and pick up something. And then you go along with them, and then next thing you know, they go there, they pull their gun, they try to rob Philip, and Philip killed both of them. And then Philip know the deal. He didn't kill you. He let you leave because he had no beef with you. And guess what? The police came and arrested you. You are charged with the 2 murders because you were an accessory with them. This law doesn't make any sense, but they were doing this to our brothers. And then now look what happened. This woman went rob another man with 2 men with her. So the men that she went rob shot and killed both of the men. They charged her with the murder of the 2 men that she came with to rob with. If that makes sense. You see how the curse just reversed onto her? In the eyes of the Most High, she probably is innocent. Because she just went with the men. Probably they were like, hey girl, let's go get high at this dude's house. Something happened, and then an altercation, some stuff happened. The guy shoot those 2 men. Now she ended up being charged for the murder of those 2 men. She's not convicted though, but she's charged. That's what that is. That's the law reversed back onto their head. Back then, beloved, they would have let her go. They would have just scratched it and let her go, but yeah. Things change, man. All praises to the Most High.
6's Rebecca Schramm live just south of downtown on Whitehall Street. Rebecca, another deadly weekend in the city.
Yeah, Megan, police spent hours here at the scene. They just left about an hour ago. It all happened here in the parking lot outside this nightclub. It's called Kiss Ultra Lounge. It was about 12:45 this morning. Take a look at this video from the scene. Police tell us they got a call of multiple people shot, and when they arrived, they found 3 men dead from what appeared to be gunshot wounds. The men were between the ages of 35 and 45.
So 35 and 45, the new beginning and destruction. You know what to do. Beloved, listen. First, this is plague number 9, execution by the sword. I didn't think they died. They said they got shot. Okay, 3 men shot, but I didn't read the to death outside nightclub. You see, we will assume they are 2/3. We will assume because of what's going on, they are 2/3. You see, a lot of those people, brothers, you talk to them, they don't care. They don't listen. It's just like, hey, man, I don't give a, I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Gang, Negro. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. They will just go ahead and do whatever they please. We say, hey, man, hey, listen, man, there's judgment out there. You know, you really don't want to go out there and get involved with this and get involved with that. You know, the Most High, there's judgment. There's demons out there. Satan is out there collecting soul. And the things that you used to do back then, it's not going to work. It's either they start something with you or they spit on your face. They will not listen. And you got those 3 gentlemen right there. They are no more. Now, I want you to understand this, brothers. People don't understand because they see this thing happen so many times in the news and they think this is easy. When they say somebody is no more, that means that person is being swept off. They are literally no more, brothers. They are literally no more. That means they are not here anymore. If those 3 guys, they had jobs, they will need to replace them in their jobs. If they had houses, those houses would have, let's assume they were single because, A, they were in a strip club or nightclub, so to speak. You know, any married man would have stayed home with their wife in the bed and then, you know, do that stuff over there. Let's say they were single men with houses, a car. All 3 of them, each of them. Let's say all those 3 cars over there, 1, 2, 3 cars belong to them. Those cars are no longer, they don't have anybody, unless if they have some siblings or certain people over there. Brothers, we have to take this serious. When they say those people are no more, this is a big deal. We give praises and glory to the Most High. Let us keep on moving, man.
One of them was in a wheelchair. Police are trying to figure out if those men knew each other and what may have prompted the shooting. So far, no word of any arrests. Now, before this triple homicide, Atlanta had already reached 100 homicides in the city in the year 2021. That's more than the city had this time in 2020. So
again, for those of you who remember, we had a fast for the Most High to cleave the sword and then pray to cleave the sword in the midst of those people. And that's what you see now. You see there's a lot of swords going on around. And they are seeing there is a quote unquote, like they used to say it, an uptick. There's an uptick in the crime. They understand that, okay?
Are on track for an even deadlier year in terms of violence in Georgia's capital city. We spoke with a man who's lived here all of his life. He came upon the scene as he walked to work at a nearby bakery this morning. He blames the city for letting bars stay open all hours of the night.
It's very disheartening. Every weekend we losing citizens in our community over senseless violence.
Okay, so
we're working to find out the names of the 3 men shot to death outside.
This brother just said straight up, you know, and hey, those people, they let those things. That's because they know this thing is over. They just lead it over there. So, you know, watches check in, they don't check out, man. You know, the gravy train has stopped. You know, everything is gone. There's nothing else to do, you know, stuff. And they pretend everything is all right. And, you know, there are spirits out there. They will jump in your body, man. And things like that will happen. Again, this is plague number 9, execution by the sword. Those men are no more. 3 men. This is a horrible thing. Triple murder. So, okay, let me get this again. I gotta go ahead and mute this, because I'm not gonna mute it. So let's listen to this. Listen.
A huge loss for the Bay Area's arts and music community. Michael Morgan, the Oakland Symphony's conductor and music director, has died.
So this guy name is Michael Morgan. He died at 63. How are you making this up? I don't know this brother right here. Let me play this. I don't know this guy. Okay?
Morgan had served as the music director of the Oakland Symphony for the past 30 years and previously led orchestras in Chicago and Los Angeles and New York and other cities. He's considered by many as a trailblazer for being one of the first black conductors to rise to the national spotlight. Morgan also championed diversity in his field. He was an advocate for music in public education.
There was always music in my schools.
So this is Morgan, Mr. Morgan Michael. And he died at the age of 63. Everybody already know what to do. Give the Most High praises and glory. Now, I want you to understand something, brothers. Again, I do not take joy when I see somebody like this, you know, he died like this. Okay, back then when I was blind, I would have said all sort of conspiracy things. But the Most High put things in there. He ain't telling you like. His name is Michael. He died 63. The Archangel Michael say, I did this. The left side of Michael did this. 6 + 3 = 9, destruction. Now, we don't know what this guy did. We don't know what kind of thing he did, but all we can do is give the Most High praises and glory. That's all. That's all we can do. There's nothing else we can do, brothers. Okay, this man is being taken out by the Archangel Michael. How often, brothers, literally every single videos that we are releasing every day, brothers, we see that somebody named Michael, Michael, or Miguel in Spanish. Okay, this is what it is. I don't know this dude. Amen. Whatever happened to that guy, may the Most High have mercy upon his soul, man. Okay, so I don't know this guy, and it seems like there's this book behind him. Look like the book of remembrance. But anyway, so let us see if the Most High put anything else in there.
It's been a sort of mission to try to have music in as many other kids' schools as I can, so that they have a chance, if they choose to, you know, come along behind and do the same thing I've done.
Earlier this year, Morgan underwent successful kidney transplant surgery. He died yesterday after being admitted to the hospital for an infection. This weekend, tributes are pouring in for Morgan. A spokesperson for the symphony released a statement saying, in part, quote, Michael built the foundations of an Oakland symphony dedicated to diversity, education, artistic collaboration.
Okay, the moment you start hearing the word diversity and all that, then you start to understand what's going on.
And a celebration of music across genres and cultures. This vision is his legacy, and the Oakland Symphony, Chorus, and Youth Orchestra will renew his commitment for years to come. The Oakland Ballet, which collaborated with the Oakland Symphony for numerous performances, had this to say about Morgan, quote, he was a musical visionary whose brilliance illuminated our community for 30 years. We will deeply mourn his passing and celebrate his genius. And the San Francisco Symphony tweeted,
all right, so I'm getting a very strong vibe from this dude. I don't want to say anything, but, you know, when you start seeing San Francisco and other weird cities and like, yo, what's going on with this guy, man? You know, let me see. Yeah, you know, with this shirt right here, and you know, I'm getting strong stuff. But anyway, let's see what's going on.
An horrific crash in Glenview kills a man on a bike. It happened around 3 this morning on Saunders Road near South Parkway Drive. The force of the impact scattered debris all over the street, including pieces of the bike and what appears to be the bicyclist's shoe and hat. 59-year-old man was taken to Lutheran General Hospital, where he died.
Okay, so again, beloved brothers and sisters, we are seeing there's a massive amount of hit and run because the ley line is switched. Those people cannot enjoy the blessing anymore. It will become so bad that you would see that people can't even drive anymore. Airplane can't even fly anymore. They can't go in their cruise anymore. That's how bad it's going to get, okay?
I've been up here for about 17 years, and I noticed that they use this as a drag strip all the time. You know,
yes.
People drive way too fast at nighttime.
Exactly, exactly. So this is from the horse's mouth. They are noticing something, brothers. Don't let this fool you. They like, what's going on here? Why there is the people are driving so fast? But hey, ley line, man. They think they are doing 40 miles an hour when they are doing 80.
Yeah, it's just a shame.
Police were out for hours this morning looking for evidence. So far, they have not located the car that hit the bicyclist.
Okay, so let me see. Oh, all right, so they can't find the bicycle. Those things are happening way too often.
A man is in jail today after witnesses say he assaulted an elderly Asian man in San Francisco's Chinatown. It happened yesterday, and it's the latest in a series of attacks involving Asian American victims. But this one has a twist. A Good Samaritan not only stopped the attack, but held the suspect until police could arrive. Here's NBC Bay Area's Robert Honda.
Well, as you can see, San Francisco police make it a point to be a constant presence here in Chinatown, but officers can't be everywhere all the time. Fortunately for an elderly Asian man who was under attack, a Good Samaritan cowboy was around to respond.
Zaza.
I might smile for you guys. Okay. This cheerful 24-year-old, Darren Mark Stalkup, calls himself a cowboy living in Chinatown. The aspiring college student says he rushed out of his apartment yesterday morning after hearing people screaming in fear.
And I see a very young guy beating up a very old man in the middle of the street and a bunch of people watching.
At first, Darren says the attacker fled, but as people tried to help the bloodied victim, the man came back.
Before I could even pull out my phone, the guy came back around a second time, this time at full sprint with like the craziest look in his eye. So I remember screaming at him during the fight while I was bear hugging him. I was yelling at him. I was telling him that the guy, the old man he was attacking.
Okay. We say this, and we're going to keep saying this again. If you see, beloved brothers, beloved sisters, anything like that happen, if you see somebody getting their asses ending over, save yourself first, if you can. If you're in a stall, even if you're girded, there's a shootout between a person and another person, look for the nearest exit and get out. This is not the time to be a hero. This land is under judgment. This man, this little cowboy here, okay, he bear hugging the guy and holding the guy. And wait, hang on. What's going on out there? Baby, what happened? What's going on?
Almost being on fire.
Well, this kid burned that thing in the microwave again? I smell that smoke. Those kids, when they microwave things, they just microwave it until it's just too much. But anyway, so this fellow did this thing, okay? He actually hold the guy, he hugged the guy, and the guy could have shot and killed him. If he had a gun, a knife, he could have killed him. We told our people, stay out of this, and you must stay out of it, all right? Don't get involved, okay? Stay out of it. Don't get involved, all right? Apparently it was my mom cooking or something and in the microwave and almost burned. I mean, in the stove, so, you know, wife was complaining. Anyway, this dude over here, you know, he actually risked his life to save something, be a hero. Beloved, this is not your call. The Most High make the call. Satan is out there collecting a lot of soul, a lot of people that were in the blessing. It's time for them to go. Don't be this guy. Leave everything in the hand of the Most High, brothers. I know you see an old lady, an old man getting attacked, and then your instincts telling you, save this person. You're not the savior. Walk away, go home, and be at peace.
Was actually his brother, and that love was the answer.
Darren says the man did not answer but struggled until police arrived and arrested him. Police tell us the man is now in custody and awaiting charges of assault. Darren, the founder of a Bay Area group, World Peace Movement, says he talked briefly with the victim who thanked him.
So this guy founded something called World Peace. And again, in the book of Enoch, I think the last chapter, and in chapter 49, told you, you will have no peace. You shall not have peace. You will not. You cannot. World peace? Nah, man. World torment, world disturbance. The Most High is in the midst. There is a holy visitation upon this earth. Beloved, we must humble ourselves unto the Father and walk away. This is not our fight.
Samaritan is humbled by all the social media messages calling him a hero.
I was just doing what any good man would do, and hopefully if any of you saw somebody attacking an elderly person, you might try to do something to stop him.
Again, you don't listen to the Gentiles. Okay, that's a number 1,000 here. That's a very strange number to have here. All right, we know what's going on. So, yes, beloved, okay, don't get involved with this. You don't know the situation. And I think he said the guys were brothers. They are two brothers. They were arguing. Something happened. They start fighting. Let them sort it out. Don't jump in there, try to save people because you see one person is beating an old person or a little kid. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what happened, okay? Be extremely careful when it comes to things like that, all right?
Even elephants know there's no place like home. A herd of wild elephants left a nature preserve in China's Yunnan province back in December 2020. The herd was followed by drones and monitored by wildlife experts as they did cute things, like taking mud baths, cuddling in for naps, and feeding their young. The drone also captured the elephants doing not so cute things, like traipsing through crops and stealing food from local residents. Might have been a good vacation, but it was time for the elephants to go home. An emergency committee laid corn as elephant bait, raised electric fences, and even built new roads to guide the roaming pachyderms in the right direction. The elephants safely traversed a bridge across the Yuan River, according to Chinese wildlife protection officials, headed south towards another nature preserve. Not bad for a family vacation.
There we go. So
a man is in jail.
Oops.
Even elephants know there's no place like home.
So this was all symbolic. Those elephants made it wherever they were going. Is the Most High sending a message here? We'll see. In the next few days, we'll see what's going to happen. All praises to the Most High. We've been following them. It was a cute thing.
APRC2's Roseanne Aragon live.
Okay. Whoops. Let's see what's going on.
And with breaking news, though, from Houston's north side, Houston police tell us homicide detectives are at a home where a woman in her 70s was found dead.
This is happening at a home off Granville Drive near North Shepherd Drive in Acres Home. KPRC2's Roseanne Aragon live with the newest information in this investigation. Roseanne?
That's right, guys. We literally got on scene just a couple of minutes ago, and I spoke with the family of that deceased victim in this case. The family has identified the victim as their loved one, 72-year-old Doris Williams. The family says it happened right here behind me where Williams had lived. It happened in the 700 block of Granville near North Shepherd, where at 1 o'clock this afternoon, Houston police had gotten a call of a suspicious death. The Houston police arrived this afternoon with the son of the victim, Williams, and the son had said that he used the key to get inside and found his mother dead. Houston police are still working on figuring out exactly what led up to the death. The family tells me they are so...
Well, again, like you are seeing, brethren, a lot of people, especially the people that look like us, and they are dying. They are finding them dead in their homes. We don't know what happened to those people. And, Granville and Shepherd, we don't know what happened, but we always give the Most High praises and glory. This is His will. Okay, all praises to the Most High, man.
Tight-knit that they noticed she was not responding to any calls yesterday night, and this morning, after several tries to get a hold of her, they were not able to. Now investigators are on scene right now. We know the medical examiner is en route to determine more evidence and to decide to determine more of a cause of death. Right now, family say they are hoping for justice if in fact this is a suspicious death, though investigators tell me this could...
That's the thing. They really don't know what happened. Was she killed or she died? This is the thing. You see, for instance, if Sheldon was here, if he died here, they were like, okay, what's going on? Did somebody choke him? A heart attack? Stuff, weird death. Just some weird things going on, beloved. Just some weird things, okay?
And you can take a look for
watch this.
yourself, seeing that the scene is still active. This plane is being investigated by airport officials trying to determine what caused this plane to malfunction and go off the runway. Yo, look at the plane though. We didn't even get up in the air. 14 people, including boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, are lucky to be alive after the plane they were on suffered a front gear malfunction during takeoff. Davis on Instagram Live describing the close call. He also posted these pictures with people who were likely on the plane that failed to take off. Fort-Lauderdale Fire Rescue says it all happened just after 1:30 Saturday at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport. Our cameras were rolling on the private plane that went off the runway, and in the distance, we spotted one of the wings of the plane on the ground, badly damaged. One person out of the 14 on board suffered minor injuries, but that person did not have to be taken to the hospital. It is still unclear where the plane was heading to, and we don't know what arrangements have been made for Davis and the other people on board.
So, this plane, again, this is what happened, okay?
Developing now at 6, a jet going off the runway at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport after running into trouble on takeoff.
More than a dozen people were on that plane, and we've learned
more than a dozen. So, what happened here? This plane and, Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport, which is very close to me. These this is weird. Remember I was talking about how the wife hate airplane, and I like to pass by that little airport, and then because I love airplanes, and I was passing there, and I was telling the story on the podcast, and look what happened over there. All praises, man. So some way, somehow, and those guys were going somewhere, and this private jet that Executive Airport known about, you can just get them if you don't want to travel with other people, and then the airplane, it stopped on the runway. This could be many things. Of course, it is the ley line. 2, the Most High spared them, this dozen people, and they look like us. You know what would have happened, brothers, okay, if that plane actually did take off? You know what would have happened? Okay, it happened so many times. Remember the Priesthood of Mahan, the guy that played Tarzan and that TV show back in the 1990s? A bunch of them get into an airplane, the plane fell into a lake, and that's it, they all die. You know what would have happened to those brothers, those sisters over there? I don't think there's any women here, but I'm assuming brothers and sisters. You know what would have happened to them? The Most High spared them, and we give him praises and glory. It spared them. The Archangel Michael came in over there and did something, and the plane stopped, and they didn't die. Minor injury. This guy, he didn't even have to go to the hospital. All praises to the Most High. Spared them. Okay? Okay? Say, glad he didn't crash. I see the reverse flaps of all the engine. Thank God it happened during the takeoff. Yes. Thank the Most High, it happened during the takeoff, not when it was landed or when it was in the air. All praises.
Yeah, Yvonne Matthews is a tall guy. He is 6'6" tonight. He's walking with a cane after being shot while trying to stop a robbery in this convenience store.
In my eyes, man, I don't look at it as being a hero. I look at it as doing the right thing.
That's not. Now you're disabled. You're disabled. There is a robbery, a crime going on, brothers. Look the other way. Save yourself. Get the hell out. Stay out of it. Now, this young man right here, 6'6", big dude. And it's funny. That guy got shot here. This place. Look at the place. Look at the name of the place.
Yeah, Yvonne Matthews is a tall guy. He is 6'6" tonight. He's walking with a cane after being shot while trying to stop a robbery.
601. Grocery, 601. He got shot here. What's how perfect the Father is, his judgment. Okay? And this dude is lucky, man.
In this convenience store.
In my eyes, man, I don't look at it as being a hero. I look at it as doing the right thing.
It was mid-afternoon Wednesday. 35-year-old Javon Matthews had stopped at this East Market Street convenience store for a drink. While inside, he realized the place was being robbed at gunpoint.
The guy walked in and I heard him say something about put all the money in the bag.
Seconds later, Matthews says the robber fired a shot at the clerk and tried to get over the counter. That's when Matthews got involved and grabbed the gunman. More shots were fired.
Got shot in my leg and my arm.
Police say there was a struggle for the gun, and Matthews was able to get it. The suspect managed to get away, but police picked him up in the neighborhood.
I would expect somebody to do the same for me, so, I stepped up as a man, and I did what a man should do.
Okay, all right, my apology. I just left for a little moment checking something. What's going on here? 15-year-old Simone Maria dies following shooting at Jerome playground. Oh, okay, all right. Well, now, like I was saying before, that guy, and that's what happened when you don't stay out of the way. This is a fair warning unto him. If there's a robbery, brothers, something happened, you just mind your own business. Those guys are not here to rob you. Even if they rob you, brothers, they took your paper money. People get robbed, man. Things happen, brothers. Don't be overly righteous. Things happen. You see something happening, brothers, you just walk away, you leave it alone, all right? Don't get involved. Man, this video is going to be very long, all right?
Fire in a basketball court earlier this week has died. 343 people have died in homicide so far this year in Philadelphia. That's up 21% from this time last year, which itself was the worst year for homicides since 1990. Matt Petrillo joins us now from the city's Nicetown Tioga section. He spoke with the teenager's mother on this very sad day. Good afternoon, Matt.
Hey, Jim, good afternoon to you. Her mother is devastated. She told me her daughter was set to go to West Catholic High School to become a freshman there after graduating 8th grade just a few...
West Catholic High School, graduated, okay.
...months ago, and here at the Jerome Brown playground you can see this makeshift memorial left in her honor. Today police identified her as Simone Monet Rogers of...
Okay, so you see this young lady here, 15 years old, wearing men's suspenders and all this thing, wearing men attire, and there are certain lifestyle, it will come with the consequences, and she went to a Catholic school, okay, and probably things happened to this little girl, and then they told her, hey, it's normal to do those things. All praises to the Most High.
Nicetown, Tioga. She died just 1 week after her 15th birthday. Police said she was playing basketball at the Jerome Brown playground at 20th and West Ontario Streets just before 9 o'clock Tuesday night with her brother and 2 friends when someone started shooting in their direction. Police do not believe she was the intended target when she was hit by stray gunfire. She was pronounced dead Wednesday night. Now, the one very thin silver lining in all of this is her mother tells me she was able to donate 7 of her daughter's organs, saving 7 lives.
7 of her organs saved 7 lives. So all praises to the Most High. We don't know. And our people organ are the best. We don't know which organ or who received those organs. It could be 7 of our righteous people that needed organ transplant. Okay, they receive it from somebody that die, and then it's like the place of it's like Nicetown. Wow, really? Or Nicetown. So yeah, this is the Most High, man. This is plague number 9, execution by the sword. Let us keep on moving.
A 15-year-old girl who was struck by stray gunfire in a basketball court.
That's the thing.
I started visiting Lake Powell when I was a child and brought my...
Okay, did I do this? It seems like I did that one. There are so many drought things, but anyway, if I do it, I'll do it again.
Family back here in 2014 for a houseboat trip. But this visit during a mega drought isn't a vacation.
Lake Powell is known for its boating and beauty. But 30 million people also rely on the reservoir for its drinking water. Sandstone cliffs that surround the lake show a water level that's down to 38% capacity.
I'm 54 right now. I've been coming here since I was 16.
This guy's 54. He used to come here when he was 16. You know what to do, okay?
Denver resident Michael Chambers has visited Lake Powell more than...
What is this guy name? Let me see that guy name again. Because the most I always
water
say
level that's down to 38% capacity.
I'm 54 right now. I've been coming here since I was 16.
Denver resident Michael Chambers has visited Lake Powell more than...
That guy name is Michael Chambers. All praises to the Most High.
80 times. But on this trip, due to the low water, he and his friends were forced to make their journey with multiple gas docks closed.
How many miles is it from Bullfrog to YAHAWAH?
96.
96, and you had to do that on one tank.
Yes.
Was that nerve-wracking?
A little bit, yeah.
Michael's first mate, Landon Smith, told us just launching the boat was a challenge.
The ramp that we've gone down a couple times, they had to make a separate ramp in the dirt just because the concrete is too high.
You can fall.
So this thing used to be really high over there. The water receded back. So now they have to make a makeshift ramp to put the boat over there. So they cannot enjoy the blessing anymore. This is all of the Most High. All praises to the Most High, okay? He is making it so that those people cannot enjoy this.
In the mountains outside of Pollock Pines, the fight continues to keep homes and people safe from the flames.
So as of right now, we're just kind of putting in, kind of squaring the fire up itself, coming down the main road here.
You can see firefighters right now with the U.S. Forest Service using their drip torches to create a backburn effect. This is meant to help contain the fire along Mormon Emigrant Road.
Typically we burn.
Again, the name of the place is called Mormon Immigrant Road. Mormon Immigrant Road, the first stick, the stick of Ephraim, the purple wool. Mormon Immigrant Road, the Book of Mormon plus the Book of the Bible, the first and the second stick, bam. There you go. This is all the Most High. All praises to the Most High. You can't make this up. You can't.
In the evenings, it's better conditions. But with the growth of this fire and staying in front of it, we're doing it today during the day.
Captain Stephen Meeks leads the Groveland Hotshots, a team of 20 firefighters.
Last year we were on the Mendocino complex, which was 1 million acres, and seems more frequent that we're hitting fires that are getting this large.
And by burning all the vegetation down on this side of the roadway, firefighters say they can prevent the Caldor fire from jumping the roadway and getting into that dry grass on the other side. This is day 6 on the Caldor fire for the Groveland Hotshots. They make their way slowly, methodically down the road and through the brush. Vigilant of their surroundings, keeping an eye out for flying embers and other hazards.
Typically we do a 16-hour shift, but we've been getting in around midnight, 1 o'clock since we got here, basically. We did 1,200 hours of overtime last year in 6 months, so.
And that number is
1,200 hours, okay.
Likely to be higher this year as fires continue to burn bigger and more aggressively than ever before in California.
That's true. That's true. Okay, there's a music house. Yeah, I had to cut this. There's some music. The windows open and cars are passing out there. Yeah. So, yeah, beloved. So, they are seeing the fires are getting a lot bigger and a lot more aggressive. So, yes, this thing is going to get a lot more worse. Then again, this is plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. It's a pretty good book. You need to read it if you wish. It's a pretty good book. Don't let anybody telling you don't read this book or anything. And please, brothers, if you read this book, I deserve no credit. Okay, I deserve no credit. It's a pretty good book, funny book, man. Abraham was funny in this book, but anyway, all praises.
See fire roaring to life once again. The Plumas County Sheriff's Office issuing mandatory evacuation orders for the town of Taylorsville and also the Mount Huff area. The fire burning actively southeast of Lake Almanor. Tonight, the Dixie Fire has torched 705,000 acres. Containment is at 35%. The flames have destroyed more than 1,200 structures.
More than 1,200 structures. This is a video in Haiti. I didn't want to even play this, but the Most High terraformed the place. Okay, he hit a mountain. The mountain formed a natural lake over here.
Là, nous en bas Madère.
Okay, so there's a lake.
Dans Madère justement. Et c'est dans zone ça. Et l'histoire fait quoi que Alexandre Dumas lui-même.
Okay, so that's a lake that's been forming here. All right, the river, the river is forming a natural lake over there. All praises to the Most High. Let us close with this.
The suspects accused of shooting and killing this man in Alpharetta. This is Victor Lazo. These are the people police say pulled the trigger. This is 20-year-old Zion Hayward on the left and 18-year-old Jacob Allen Jones on the right.
All praises to the Most High. You can't make this up. Zion and Jacob are taking revenge out there, man. Zion and Jacob, man. Instead of they bringing the trouble to Jacob and Zion, Zion and Jacob are bringing Look, you can't make this up, beloved. Watch this. Listen.
And with a crime alert, the search is on for the suspects accused of shooting and killing this man in Alpharetta. This is Victor Lazo. These are the people police say pulled the trigger. This is 20-year-old Zion Hayward on the left and 18-year-old Jacob Allen Jones on the right.
Chopper 46 was there as Alpharetta and Forsyth County SWAT teams worked together to look for the suspects in the same complex where the shooting took place. Police are now asking for your help to find the two suspects.
CBS 46's Mary Smith is live in Alpharetta for us tonight. And Mary, the shooting, it happened after some kind of argument. Is that the case?
Yeah, that's what we're hearing from witnesses here on scene earlier today. Now, an investigator with the department says that both suspects and the victim, all three of them, live here at this complex. It's the Manchester at Manziel apartments. Again, witnesses say they heard gunfire around 10:30 last night following some sort of argument. Armed officers in armored vehicles rolled into an Alpharetta apartment complex Friday morning.
It's supposed to be a safe community, and, it makes you want to move.
It's the place of an overnight crime scene. A man killed outside of his home in a normally quiet neighborhood.
You never would think like it happened so close to home, yeah.
Yeah, so what this sister's saying here, this area right there, it's that quiet area. It's not the hood. You would not expecting things happen like that in this area. And Jacob and Zion is giving hell, and those brothers flee, man. You can't catch those brothers anymore. They flee. They fled. So all praises, man.
But yeah, I don't feel safe.
Police named the victim as 27-year-old Victor Lazo.
I don't really understand why.
Makira Phelps says he was her boyfriend.
At the end of the day, he made me laugh. He made me happy. Even when I didn't want to be happy, just seeing him brighten up my day.
She says she even heard his last moments following some sort of argument.
As they were shooting, I was in the middle of walking away. So I heard the gunshots. I just didn't know who got shot. It sucks.
Sorrow. Plague number 1. Sorrow. Zion and Jacob. You can't, beloved, you cannot make this up. Zion and Jacob. They bring down, what this dude named? Laszlo? Is this guy named Laszlo? What is this guy name? This guy got a weird name. Let me see. That's it right here.
Yeah, I don't feel safe.
Police named the victim as 27-year-old Victor Lazo.
Okay, this guy's name is Victor Lazo. Okay, what does the name Victor means?
Conqueror. According to Ancestry.com, French, from a medieval personal name, Latin victor meaning conqueror, an ancient derivative of vincere, the W. Early Christians often bore this name in reference to Christ's victory over sin and death, and there are a large number of saints so called.
All praises to the Most High. You cannot make this up. This is the Heavenly Father. Jacob and Zion take revenge on the conqueror. The Latin that came and swaggerjacked the land, the guys that, which is the derivative for the word win, Jacob, this is beautiful, man. Yeah, this is a horrible thing that happened. Plague number 9, of course, execution by the sword. But you see this, brothers, Jacob and Zion took down the conqueror. If this is not from the Most High, beloved, I don't know what that is. If this isn't from the Holy Spirit, I have no idea who that is and where that's coming from. And then we got 142,000 result in 5.2 seconds. This is perfect. 1 + 4 + 2 = 7. 5 + 2 = 7. Perfection. The whole thing is perfect. Zion and Jacob kill the conqueror. To conquer, all praises. Victor Laszlo. I don't know what Laszlo means. Define the name Laszlo.
According to Ancestry, Hungarian, Laszlo, from the personal name Laszlo, Hungarian form of an Old Slavic name composed of the elements Volod, rule, plus Slav, glory, which was Latinized as Ladislaus and is found in Czech as Vladislav, in Polish as Władysław.
Oh, man. Wow. Oh, man, listen. Let me give, you know what? Let me get a beat, man. Let me get a beat. I have to give the Most High praises for this, man. Let me get a beat. Hey, hang on. Let me watch this. I don't want to get too excited. Okay, let me hear the guy name again.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't feel safe.
Police named the victim as 27-year-old Victor Lazo.
I don't really.
Okay, Lazo, Victor Laszlo. I thought that was Laszlo. Okay, he's 27. Okay, his name is Lazo. Okay, Victor Lazo. 2 plus 7 equal 9. I don't know if somebody already catch that. I didn't catch that. He's destruction, and his name is the conqueror, Lazo. I thought his name was Laszlo, which means rule, and Slav, which means glory. Okay, the ruler, which is the same thing. A ruler is the conqueror. The glory go to the conqueror, but he got somebody is Lazo. Okay, let me see what Lazo mean. What does the name Lazo mean? Not Lazarus.
According to Ancestry.com, Spanish, nickname from Spanish Lazo, hair ribbon, shoelace.
Okay, hair ribbon, shoelace could stand for the blue ribbon, and then the shoelace, Laszlo. Or it could be Lazo or Laszlo. I'm not quite sure. Victor Lazo. Let me see. Victor Lazo.
Showing pictures that match.
Okay, I think it's him right here. Is that what that is? Yeah, Victor Lazo. So, okay, he's Lazo instead of Laszlo. Okay, Lazo, 27, he died. He's the conqueror, and then the Most High, Jacob and Zion. This is so beautiful. Let me watch this again, man.
And with a crime alert, the search is on for the suspects accused of shooting and killing this man in Alpharetta. This is Victor Lazo. These are the people police say pulled the trigger. This is 20-year-old Zion Hayward on the left and 18-year-old Jacob Allen Jones on the right.
Chopper.
18-year-old Jacob and Zion. Ephraim. The northern and the southern kingdom bail out. They took the conqueror out. They bail out. All praises. You can't make this up. The two stick. Jacob and Ephraim. Zion, and I know, of course, Zion is not, things like that. But come on, this is too beautiful, man. I know this is horrible, but this is too beautiful, man. All praises, man. Let me just upload this video. It will be available. Well, it should be like 2 a.m. It should be 12 a.m. or 11. Wherever you guys are watching this Eastern time. Let me upload that. But all right, let me talk to the nation a little. Beloved, we had a great time, man. This is so beautiful, man. All praises to the Most High. Listen, brethren, we have to focus. We have to do the work of the Most High, beloved. This is beautiful. What's happening here, the Most High is showing you throughout all those videos is always there, but you have to get the spiritual eyes to see what's going on over there. You have to understand that this thing is ordained and it's being done by the Most High, and the Most High is here. He's telling the nation, be not afraid, fret not, he's in the midst. And today I didn't feel like, the Most High put it in my spirit to finish the video. I didn't do my little 10 o'clock workout thing, so it's all good. So it's already 12 a.m. in the morning, and I'm gonna do all other stuff, and then I will pray and the 10th hour, and then wake up and then pray with you folks. Maybe not. Oh, well, since it's already like 11 p.m., I maybe already pray or not. But if it is, if I haven't, all praises to the Most High, beloved. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever.